check. Mike. Miggity. Mike, check. 1 2 1 2. You want beef with the king? What is you gonna do? Yeah. God damn it. Why is this thing not staying up the way that I want it to? Hold on. Alright. Let me get this tightened up. Yeah, we gonna do this early today. What's up, Phaedra Socrates? What's up, Plus Ultra? What's up, Cyber Dragon? How y'all doing this morning, man? Feeling good, feeling great. What's up, TZ the GOAT? What's good, my G? Oh, boy. I ain't gonna even play no music today. I'm gonna just get right to it. I want to get in and get out. But, PlayStation. Oh, man. PlayStation. Oh, man. Hey, PlayStation been doing some real weird shit in the back, dog, that nobody ain't been paying attention to, dog. And all of a sudden, Monster Hunter Wilds Beta 2 comes out, outage. Hey, this gotta be some of the funniest shit I done seen thus far, man. I'm sorry. Y'all gotta come on now. But yeah, it's nah, I ain't check either because I honestly wasn't playing any multiplayer games, so I wouldn't have noticed. But I started seeing this shit everywhere. And I checked the website. And this is how the website is looking right now. Hold on. This is what the website. Hey, PlayStation Network. Let me refresh it. I want to make sure that I'm current just in case it's back up. Let me refresh it. Nope, still down. Maybe it's my connection. Refresh it again. Nope, still down. Yo, apparently though, I don't know if it's completely down or if it's just certain things experiencing issues, because it doesn't necessarily say down. But then again, I don't know if this is what it says all the time, and I ain't trying to make no excuses for PlayStation, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I got some shit in the works for PlayStation, because honestly, truthfully, I haven't been liking the way that PlayStation been moving, man. Maybe it's in the best interest of PlayStation to move in the manner and the way that they have been moving, but I personally don't agree with it. And I'm personally not liking what I'm seeing. This is just the kind of icing on the cake, right? And let me be clear, because I don't want to be fake and I don't want to be phony. This really doesn't matter to me. Not at the moment. It doesn't really matter to me. The vast majority of games that I play on PlayStation are usually single player games. So it's not hitting me the way it hit other people, but I have to say that something doesn't seem right, or something doesn't sit well with me in all of this, right? Something doesn't sit well with me in all of this, right? Because it seems like one crazy ass time for all of this to be happening, for sure. For real. And why I say that is that, and if you look online, there is like a coordinated slander effort for PlayStation at the moment. When I say it is coordinated. Some of the tweets don't even change the wording. And I'm just like, who Who is this to benefit? Like, again, not making any excuses, because Sony should know by now that, you know, they're going to be at the top of the food chain when it comes to shit like this. But something just seems odd. It seems strange about this. And again, like I said, I don't really want to put on my tinfoil hat for this particular instance, but I do want to be honest with myself when it comes to this. And I also want PlayStation fans to be honest when it comes to this for them, because y'all was the same people that was happy that PlayStation was canceling live service games. And if I'm not mistaken, if it comes down to it, I would imagine all y'all single player ass, game ass niggas, y'all should be the happiest about this, because you get to enjoy all of your single player games that you cared so much about. Shout out to my man Cyber Dragon for the super chat. He says, morning chat mods and the No Cap podcast. It seems like after those themes were removed, this happens. Oh, listen, I have an actual tinfoil hat situation when it comes to that. But let's look at it for what it is, right? It's down. If it's not down, it's having trouble, major trouble right now. The account management, you might have difficulty signing in or creating an account for PlayStation Network. They're working to resolve it. Gaming and social, you might have difficulty launching games, apps, or network features. That sounds very, very great. That sounds great. Have trouble launching games. Fuck. That's exactly what I woke up this morning thinking. You know what? What I would really like from PlayStation is to have trouble launching my games. Like that would be awesome, dude. And apparently this started at like 7 p.m. yesterday. I didn't even know, because I had went out yesterday and I didn't get back until sometime or whatever. So I didn't even realize that they were down. But apparently apparently they are. You might have difficulty getting PlayStation video content. I don't think anybody gives a fuck about this one. I don't think there's anybody out there. I'm sorry. I'm speaking for everybody in this moment. I don't think that anybody out there gives a fuck about this particular portion. Not being able to watch video content on the PlayStation, nigga. No, nobody gives a fuck about this. Now, if you had a game that was in mind and you wanted to go and purchase that game, apparently you might have difficulty getting products on the PlayStation Store. Wow, that's great. And I don't even know how the fuck this comes into it. You mean to tell me that PlayStation Direct is somehow tied into the PlayStation services? I mean, wait, what? What the fuck? I mean, what? I'm still a little confused about this one. I'm still a little confused about this one. Actually, let me try direct.playstation.com. I don't see that actually being a problem here. Hold on. Let me see if I can sign in. Give me one moment. Let me see if I can sign in. Shit. Where did my... Oh, damn. I took this off the screen too. Jesus, my bad. But let me see if I can sign in. Which one is it? Let me try this one. Oh, really? Oh, really now? God damn it, boy. What the fuck? Yo, you really can't log into PlayStation Direct. That's crazy. Yo. Oh man. God damn it, man. Yo. God damn, PlayStation. You ain't gonna never beat the accusations, my guy. Like, you ain't never gonna beat the accusations this way. Jesus. You legit cannot log into PlayStation Direct. That is nuts. That is nuts. Sheesh. Fucking hell, man. Oh man. Nah, I think they're still on Amazon. I don't know if they ever switched over to Azure. And my son, he got a Xbox, I think Series S or 1S or something like that from my cousin. And I think that shit is up and working. So yeah. I don't this I think this is all PlayStation, man. Hey, again, one thing that I will say is there is no defense for this, right? Like there is no defending this. There is no saying that give Sony a break or something like this. This has been officially down for over 12 hours. So I mean, and the thing is, they're not even telling people what's going on with the situation. They're not even telling people what's going on. Like, they're not telling them what the issue is or giving anybody an ETA on when it will be resolved. So now you're leaving people to wonder what's going on. And when people wonder, it's never good for you, Sony. Sorry, got to tell you. Listen, I'm not even mad at them either. Because last time when you took shit down and shit was going for quite some time back in 2011, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody expected shit to be down as long as it was back then. Nobody expected that to be down as long as it was. And again, you never really told people what happened. Your whole thing was you rebuilt the entirety of the infrastructure. And to be fair, this thing might come back up within the next hour or within the next day or so, right? Like, it might not even really be that big of a deal, might not even really be that much to trip on or whatever, but it happened at a very inopportune time. So it happened at a time where people were actually really looking forward to playing online with like the Monster Hunter Wilds beta and, you know, people who play Call of Duty, people who play NBA 2K, people who play EA Sports, those football games and shit like that. And for the free-to-play people, I know the free-to-play people losing their mind right now. The Fortnite gamers, oh, shit. The Roblox gamers, oh, shit. Oh, man. Object 2B, you do realize that digital games work even if you can't connect to the internet, right? It's funny, Object 2B, because I seen other people running with the same stupid ass narrative. It works the exact same way as any other game. Here's the problem. What people aren't telling you, and again, this is not a defense. What people are not telling you is that they game share with other people. When you game share with other fucking people, if you are not the primary account, your ass ain't gonna be able to play that digital library. Now, don't even compare that to fucking physical based gaming, because only one person could use a physical disc at a time. Same as digital. Technically, only one person can use a digital game at a fucking time when you don't have internet. When you do have internet, you have the luxury of game sharing with multiple fucking people. So yeah, we can kind of kill that particular narrative. That narrative is stupid, and I have seen people trying to use that narrative knowing that narrative is not even fucking true. It's not even true. But yeah, way to go for physical media. I mean, because just imagine if you have a physical copy of like fucking Concord, or if you have a physical copy of Call of Duty, it sure will work when the internet is down, right? I mean, I'm just saying. Oh, well, no. See, that isn't even PlayStation's fucking problem. The whole needing to change the settings, that is on you, brother man. That is on you, brother man, because technically, motherfuckers ain't even really supposed to be using that feature the way they're using it, but they're using it, and there's not a problem when they're using it, but it's not actually supposed to be used in that particular manner. Hey, Sig, I have been playing Sims 4 and it's digital. Absolutely. No. Again, I'm not even going to give that shit life for real, because that is a stupid narrative. And it's not just you, Object 2B. So I don't want you to think that I'm just focusing on heckling you right now. There have been other people that said that exact same stupid shit. And I was just like, yeah, either you don't have a PlayStation or you're being willfully ignorant is what most people are being at that particular time. Because some people know the truth and they'll still spread the lie, because spreading the lie to them means, okay, well, I'm going to go pick up an Xbox or I'm going to go and buy a PC. I've seen a whole bunch of PC niggas like, well, this doesn't happen on PC. Nigga, shut your ass up. Steam was down just the other fucking day, bitch, which means that you couldn't fucking play your games online. Nigga, fuck out of here. Stop lying, bro. But again, it's more impactful when it happens to PlayStation, because more people have fucking PlayStations. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. More computers exist, but not everybody is using computers for gaming. Like, let's keep it a buck. And again, with this situation, it's more of a Sony, you're never beating the accusations type of situation, right? Like, people think that PSN fucking sucks. You're kind of vindicating the PC goons for saying that they didn't want to have PSN on their PCs. None of this is good for you, Sony. I mean, none of this is good for you. And honestly, you deserve every bit of what you're getting, because instead of listening to your core fan base, you've decided that you're going to do whatever the fuck it is that Sony wants done, and you're not even listening to your core audience. Because see, me, I would be your core audience, and you've been pissing me off for a while. So I'm kind of like nanny boo boo right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I can always turn on my PC and keep it moving, right? And like I said, I hate to see whatever the future is for PlayStation, man, because again, it's like they've been trying to do the best job ever of like just putting a nasty taste in your mouth when it comes to PlayStation on the console front. And again, it has worked out great for their business. You know what I mean? Sony's stock is trading the highest it's ever been, right? Like, they're worth more than they ever have been. So clearly, what PlayStation and Sony is doing for themselves is helping them. But it has nothing to do with the consumers and what the consumers are getting on their end. And that's where shit gets fucked up for me, because, I mean, it's great that your business is doing great, right? Like, I ain't tripping on that. Cool. But you cannot, let me tell you, the shit that pissed me off probably more than anything, and I know it's minute to some people and probably don't mean shit to some people, but them fucking themes, that shit was like the biggest kick in the balls ever. And granted, I am going to say they did say that those themes would be temporary. But PlayStation, read the fucking room. Brother man, read the room. These themes costed you nothing. It gained you goodwill amongst your consumers, and you snatch it after you hear the uproar and people saying, we want this, we want to keep this, we want this to stay. Right? And then what you say is, yeah, now see, I'm gonna try to get it back, dog. Like, yeah, PlayStation gamers that's paying me money, dog. Hey, listen, I know we gave y'all those themes and we told y'all it was going to be for a temporary moment. And I know we had to snatch it back from you, you know, kind of take it out of your system. But I promise we working on it, dog. Like, we trying to give you something that we own, dog. Like, we trying to give it to you, brother. Like, we gonna try to find that bitch. It's lost in cyberspace right now. We gonna try to figure out exactly what the hell happened to it, and somehow we'll bring it back to you guys. But right now, dog, we gotta get rid of it, bro. Like, just listen to how that sounds. Does that even sound right to anybody? Does that sound right that PlayStation is having a hard time bringing the PlayStation themes back to PlayStation gamers on the PlayStation that was on the PlayStation like like a week ago? We, Sony, are having a hard time giving you the PlayStation games that we gave you, but then we took them away and we told you that we're going to try our very best to fucking bring it back to you guys, but we won't be creating any more fucking themes. We won't be creating any more things, but we promise you, we're going to try to bring this shit back to you somehow, some way. If the stars align, if Orion's belt is really full of fucking aliens and shit like that, somehow we are going to find a way to get this software back to you on your PlayStation. We're going to try our best too. We're going to do our best. We're going to put our best people on it, man. We're going to get the best people for the job to find those fucking themes and bring those themes back to you guys. We're going to make sure we do our best. We promise. We're going to do our fucking best to bring you back the themes that we already gave you at some point in time. This is the reason why I say what Sony does is I feel like they're playing in our face at this point. I feel like they're pissing on us and telling us it's raining. Nobody can give me a logical excuse as to why it would be difficult for PlayStation to return fucking themes that they just gave us a few weeks ago. Oh yeah. I really do care about those themes. I really did care about those themes. I did. I cared about it. Those were dope ass themes. The nostalgia was fucking overwhelming, my nigga. The nostalgia was overwhelming. Yes, I did give a fuck about those themes. I'm glad that you niggas don't really give a fuck about anything. I mean, but you cry every time these motherfuckers do something crazy, but y'all don't care when they doing something that strictly fucking just indirectly damages the consumer's impression of the fucking company. Oh man, you really cared about those things? Yeah, I did. I really fucking cared about those themes. Yeah, I had the original PlayStation 1 theme. And the greatest part about that theme, the greatest part about that theme is that you knew for a fact you would get the black screen that said PlayStation 30th anniversary. Now, when you had the original PlayStation, that shit was kind of up in the air whether you was gonna get that second black screen, but you were hoping and wishing, nigga. You was hoping that disc didn't get so scratched up that nigga your shit never went to the black screen, or it went to the black screen but then didn't go any further than that. Nigga, you always knew you was gonna get further than that, nigga. I love that PlayStation 1 theme, nigga, and I was just like, dog, y'all niggas did what? You did what? Hey, but that's the little thing though, right? That's the little fucking thing. That's the little problem with what PlayStation did, right? That's the small problem that PlayStation did, right? Was taking away the themes and then saying that they would try to bring it back. Try to bring it back, dog. Like, yo, hey, we gave y'all something, nigga. We own the rights to this shit. Yeah, we took it away, but we are gonna try. Nigga, stop playing in my face, PlayStation, dog. Like for real, dog. I ain't gonna lie, dog. Most of y'all probably not gonna like this stream because this stream is gonna be me mostly venting about my problems with PlayStation, man. There's other I'm laughing at Xbox, but nah. This stream is gonna be mostly dedicated to fucking PlayStation and the way that I feel like PlayStation is just playing in niggas' faces at this point, bro. That's the problem. That's the problem that I have. I have a problem with that, and yes, the themes are a small issue, but to me, I felt like that was a slap in the face. That was a kick in the fucking balls. Like, when are you gonna listen to your core fucking audience? The audience that you depend on to give you these numbers and give you these over the fucking moon profits. Nigga, when are you gonna start listening to them, nigga? Because when the PC bitch ass niggas complained about fucking Helldivers and signing into a fucking PlayStation Network, nigga, y'all niggas tucked y'all tail in a fucking minute. But then your core audience that's actually giving you money, that's spending $700 a fucking console, you know what I'm saying? Your core audience that's really putting money in your fucking pocket, nigga, you're gonna try? You're gonna try to fix this? You're gonna try? Nah, dog. That's nah. Not for Sick, boy. Sick ain't going for it, bro. Sick ain't going for it, boy. And I'm telling you, Sick is getting a little bit more pissed at every little bullshit thing that fucking happens. Now you would think that this outage that has you where you can't manage your account, you can't get to your gaming and social, you can't play videos, you can't even go to the you can't even go to the store, nigga, and buy some shit, nigga. Like Sony. Come on, dog. If you gonna protect anything, you gonna protect the shareholders' purchases and shit like that, my nigga. But y'all niggas is so fucked up. Your system is so fucked off that, nigga, when one thing goes down, it all fucking goes down, nigga. I thought that you guys rebuilt your system and you found a way to get around this, but apparently that's not the case. Apparently that is not the case because, dog, everything has gone down, nigga. Like, did somebody go and unplug y'all fucking routers and switches or something, nigga? Like, what the fuck happened, bro? What the fuck happened? See, at this point, being quiet is not gonna be your best friend, PlayStation, because this shit ain't just going to go away, nigga. It is not going to just go away, nigga. I mean, y'all need to come out and make some sort of a statement. I mean, the statement more than likely won't be good enough for the people who are paying for a service that can't access that fucking service, right? Like, that's not going to be good enough for them, but you need to let motherfuckers know what the fuck is going on. And honestly, if you lose customers, if you lose subscriptions, if you lose this and that, you deserve it, my nigga. Like, do better. Do better. Your redundancy game should be a lot better than what it is, my nigga. If you're unable to connect to one, you should always have an alternate source of connecting. Like, y'all know what the fuck redundancy is. Why in the fuck do y'all not have redundancy put in place for something like this happening? Unless this was another malicious attack on your fucking network. Unless this was another malicious attack on your network and you had to take everything down to prevent data from being lost, to prevent information from being stolen. Sony. Sony, you are a huge corporate entity. You should be moving a lot better than what you're moving now. Your cybersecurity should be on fucking point. Your network admins should be on fucking point. There is no reason why your entire network should go down for even a day. Especially not days at a time. Now, you know what is really funny? What's up, Anonymous Boss? You know what's really funny about this entire thing? What's funny about this entire thing is that Sony quietly, quietly fired their UI and UX teams, and right after, this is what happened. Let me show y'all what I mean. Let me show y'all what I mean. All right. So in and of itself, right? In and of itself, right? I saw this and I was just like, the fuck? Most of my team, and this was on February 5th, as a matter of fact, most of my team was just laid off from PlayStation. It was a dream to get to work with Sony on the platform I'd grown up playing since the PS1 and contribute to the PS5 Portal, PSVR 2, PlayStation app, and future consoles. If you know anyone who needs an engineer, feel free to reach out. And then something told me to click on his profile because I wanted to know exactly what the fuck he did. Senior design technologist at PlayStation UI UX. Word. So you fired the UI, the user interface and user experience. User interface and user experience team. Laid off the majority of the team. And it's no wonder you can't find the fucking themes. You can't find the themes because them niggas put that bitch on a fucking thumb drive and walked the fuck out of the building. When you came to these niggas and was like, hey dog, you locked out of your computer on some Doge shit, nigga. Told them niggas do not pass go, get the fuck out of my building, escorted them niggas to the front. Nigga, they walked right out the door with the motherfucking themes, nigga. That's why it's so hard for you to find it, nigga. That's why you are trying. Yes, let's say that again. That is the reason why you are trying to fucking find the themes so you can possibly give it back to the PlayStation consumers who liked the themes, and them niggas was like, nah, nigga. You think we didn't know that y'all niggas was planning on fucking phasing us out, nigga? You didn't think that we didn't know the fuck that y'all niggas was merging with the SN, whatever them niggas y'all been working with forever, nigga, and that you was gonna get rid of us, nigga? They got the last laugh on you, Sony. I don't know if it's true, but I'm going to assume that it's true because that's funny. Assuming that them niggas was like, oh, nigga, we fired? Okay. All right, nigga, we going then. We going then. What they did? They wiped all the computers before they walked out, nigga. They nuked that shit. That's what happened. Y'all niggas is looking for it. It's like finding Waldo, nigga. That's what's going on right now. Yo, hey. Hey, them niggas was like, oh, you like them themes? No, we are gone. But truth be told, his team and a whole bunch of other people ended up getting fired, and all of a sudden we cannot get the themes, nigga. All of a sudden PlayStation Network done fucking crashed, nigga. Like, you know, it's funny how things happen when you have some dedicated people who work for you and they put in all this blood, sweat, and tears. And you know me, I'm usually never on the side of like the employees and shit like that. Niggas lose their job every day, B. But in this instance, bro, hey, these people put in their time and effort, man. You know what I mean? Like they clearly created a user interface, a user experience that we all like. What your reasonings were for firing them, that will probably never be known. But I can only imagine that depending on where these people are, it was part of y'all following this Trump initiative with this DEI stuff. Because when I look at his profile, I also see pronouns and I see a rainbow colored flag. So it's quite possible to, I guess, follow whatever the fuck this maniac fucking president is fucking doing right now. Y'all probably getting in line and shit like that. But big dog, I'm gonna tell you one thing that you will need to understand is that Sony and PlayStation is nothing without the employees, bro. It's nothing without the employees, bro. In this instance, the program is not bigger than the fucking people, dog. And we're seeing that. We're seeing that in you trying to figure out how to get the network back up. We're seeing that in you losing consumer praise and consumer morale being down due to you deciding that you don't want to listen to the consumer and bring back the themes that these people actually fucking liked. Well, including me. I like the fucking themes. Bring the fucking themes back, nigga. The fuck? But all of these can't be coincidences, bro. It can't all be coincidence. You are having one hell of a week, Sony. You are having one hell of a week, Sony. You didn't announce layoffs. People realized that you laid people off because your employees was like, nigga, we got laid off, right? Not only that, my nigga, like you canceling fucking mad fucking games, which of course y'all niggas is gonna be like, well, that shit was trash, and you can't know if it's trash if you never played it, if you never seen it, if you never knew what the fuck it was. How the fuck do you know it's trash? The same way I couldn't tell you for a fact that those games was gonna be fire, right? It's just like you don't know until you fucking get a glimpse of it, nigga. But we find out that your ass has canceled games from every fucking studio, that you've been like ultra reliant on third-party exclusives, which it appears that the partners that you have are all like, well, nigga, I think we might not want to be doing these third-party exclusives. So, nigga, shit is slowly but surely getting bad for you, nigga. And hey, right now, you're getting a surge and boost. Your company is worth, like I said, because I have to repeat this for the people who might have just walked in this bitch, their company is doing better than it ever has. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like I said this a long time ago, a lot of things that they've been doing is getting gutted from the inside out. I mean, it's not going to make it any better for the third party company, right? Because these other fucking people don't buy games like that, right? Like it's not going to be a super ultra success for them. I mean, it is what it is. But the thing that made Sony PlayStation stand out above everything else is their ability to procure exclusive content and have games, even if for a limited time, you know, that's being broken down. You know what I'm saying? Like with Sega and Atlas and shit like that, nigga, you don't have that to fall back on. You don't have Square Enix to fall back on. Capcom been announced that, nigga, we are a PC is going to be our first platform or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, even though PC is their first platform, nigga, PlayStation makes them the most fucking money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of the stuff that made you the edgy company, a lot of the stuff that made you the go-to company, nigga, that shit is being slowly but surely fucking stripped away. It's being slowly but surely stripped away. Everything that you do in China and overseas and shit like that, nigga, all of that shit is coming to PC simultaneously as well as fucking PlayStation. And maybe that's not a big fucking deal at the moment, but and I have to say this in a way where motherfuckers can understand exactly where the fuck I'm coming from. If I can get all the games that I'm getting on PlayStation on a different fucking platform without the fucking subscription service and shit like that, I could use all of the PlayStation peripherals on said platform, then what makes PlayStation the unique platform? What makes PlayStation the unique platform? Again, you're gonna have people. Let me give you the excuses that you are going to hear. And keep in mind, I prefer PlayStation. You all know it. I'm pretty sure y'all call me the super fucking pony, but I tell y'all, don't call me no fucking pony, nigga. I am a fucking stallion, right? Do not call me a fucking inferior ass pony, nigga. I am a stallion. I am a beautiful black coated stallion. But anyway, that's beyond the point, right? The excuses people are going to say is, well, you know, when I come home from a long day of work, you know, all I want to do is I want to sit down on my recliner, my lazy boy, my sofa. I want to sit in my living room and hit a button and play video games. Well, let me give you one thing. A, my PC starts up faster than my PlayStation. B, I go and fucking click on Steam. I can go into big picture mode, use the fucking controller, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then you can use that bitch the same way you use a fucking, that you use a fucking console, right? See, nigga, you can hook that shit up to your fucking TV, which is 9 times out of 10 going to be limited to 120 refresh rate, right? So the people who choose to use monitors and shit, right? They're choosing to use a monitor because they want the higher refresh rates and shit like that. Can't be anything else, but you can do all of that shit on a PC. So if PC is getting all of PlayStation's games, then what makes PlayStation the de facto way to play? That's the question that I have to pose to you guys, because little by little, Sony is giving you reasons to not want their PlayStation. Now, they can't avoid, you know, if there's something going on with the network. Let's say, just out of curiosity, let's throw this out there. I don't know this to be true, so I don't want to spread it as if it's true. Let's say they are being hacked. No company can avoid being hacked. If a person, a group, or a team of people want to hack you, it's not about them not being able to. It's about them. It's about when they are going to do it. It's not about how you can avoid it, because sure, you can kind of mitigate it, but at the same time, you can't actually fucking prevent it. And a lot of people pay a lot of people to fucking stress test their network. They even pay people to try and break into their network. You hear what I'm saying? There are jobs out there specifically for that. Specifically for you to try and gain access to my systems, to my networks, vulnerability testing. You know, there's a lot of different things that goes on behind the scenes that people are just truly not aware of, right? And the thing is, I don't know how much of this Sony has done. I don't even know the reasoning for it being down. There could be an actual good reason for it being down, right? Like they might be doing something where they had to take the systems offline for a bit. The thing is, they haven't been transparent in that. And anytime you have somebody paying you for an ongoing service, you have to be transparent. You have to be transparent. You have to be transparent, because they are paying you for a fucking service. So this is not like you're offering something free, so I don't really have to tell you shit because I'm giving this shit to you for free. No, you have paying customers who are giving you dollars. They're giving you 10s and 20s and 30s and sometimes even hundreds of their fucking dollars. They need to know why they cannot access your system. What the fuck is going on? Do I need to be aware? Do I need to be afraid? Because the more you don't say anything, the more afraid people are becoming, and people already don't want to put their credentials on fucking PlayStation. They already don't want to put their payments, you know, credit cards and stuff like that on PlayStation, and they do have the option to not do that because you could always use PayPal, or you could always just go and buy fucking PlayStation cards from Amazon or buy PlayStation cards from GameStop or wherever. So you do have alternate ways of dealing with that. But at the same time, the simple fact that there's still hundreds of people that do put credit card information on your system, on your servers, you need to be transparent with those people and let them know exactly what the fuck is going on and how worried they need to be about their information. Because what if this is just something that they plan to fucking do, which I don't think that's the case, because nigga, the Monster Hunter beta just came out. So if you knew that you were going to be taking the system offline, I don't think this would be an opportune time to fucking do that, right? You would have talked to fucking Capcom and maybe pushed that shit out a little bit, right? But again, that's what makes me believe that it's something worse than just, you know, they're doing some system maintenance, right? Because that's one hell of a time at 7 p.m. as soon as motherfuckers get off work, you know what I'm saying? Or as soon as people winding down, you know, they done pick their kids up from school and shit like that. They getting ready to wind down and play some video games. Then the lights get cut. Somebody go in the fucking server room and unplug a SFP. You know what I'm saying? like nigga, somebody done hit the fucking power switch, nigga. Somebody done turned off the light, turn the TV off. Nigga, they done turned off the lights in this bitch. Like, that seems like that seems really weird. So if you're trying to look at this from a perspective, right, of maybe it's not that big of a deal. What's up, my guy? Stealth guy gaming was good, my boy. But listen, that just seems like a real weird time for all of this to be happening, right? Like, that's just a real odd time, nigga. As soon as niggas was sitting down, nigga, download, as soon as they got Monster Hunter downloaded to their PlayStation, nigga, somebody went and cut the fiber, nigga. Somebody went and cut the fiber to all the switches, nigga. Cut off all they fucking circuits, nigga. Just wipe the circuits the fuck out, nigga. I'm sorry, dog. This ain't supposed to be funny, but this shit is fucking... Nah. I have no problem gaming, bro. I have no problem gaming at all, dog. All the games that I want to play right now, dog, I can play if I want to fucking play them, dog. It ain't no issue for me. I'm just saying, like, again, I can't be all on Xbox ass, but then when something happened with PlayStation, nigga, I'm super silent, nigga. Nah. Ain't no super silent here with PlayStation, dog, because like I always tell y'all, I actually care about what the fuck happening with PlayStation. I don't really give a fuck about what's happening with Xbox, nigga. To be honest with you, I just like making fun of them niggas, you know what I'm saying? But PlayStation got to get it too. PlayStation got to get it too, dog. Like, I prefer PlayStation, but PlayStation got to get it too because PlayStation been doing some square ass shit. PlayStation been doing some square ass shit, bro. And believe it or not, I feel like they deserve whatever the fuck they getting right now, nigga, because you need to listen to the customers, bro. You need to listen to the PlayStation fucking customers. I'm really tight about the fucking themes, nigga. I am tight about those 30th anniversary themes, bro. That's the shit that that really got me tight right now, bro. Like, and I'm gonna tell you, my nigga, the game that I was playing, just in case you guys want to know, the game that I've been playing that I just booted up is fucking High on Life. I just booted up High on Life. And nigga, the first 10 minutes of the game, nigga, I'm doing cocaine. I said, oh, this shit about to be lit. I said, oh, this shit about to be lit. I say, God damn, nigga, I ain't even get 10 minutes in the game. I ain't get 10 minutes in the game. And you got a bitch offering me cocaine. I say, what the fuck? Yo, it's been one hell of a fucking week, dog. I'm sorry. this shit is this is just pure fucking craziness. But back to what I was saying, I was more tight about the themes than about the PlayStation Network being down, bro. Like, cause it's not like I was looking forward to buying a game or something like that, dog. Listen, the next 4 years, I'm spending the least amount of money fucking possible, bro. The least amount of fucking money possible, bro. I am cool on this economy, my nigga. I am really, really fucking cool on this economy, nigga. I'm chilling, dog. So I've been diving into the backlog. I've been diving into the backlog, bro, and I got a lot of shit in the backlog, bro. Let me tell y'all what I did finish though. Let me tell y'all what I did finish, man. I started Power Rangers back in December, right? And when I finished Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because I got the platinum in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Once I finished Assassin's Creed Valhalla, it's something about Assassin's Creed games, dog. I cannot jump right into another AAA game after playing Assassin's Creed, dog. That shit be having me drained, bro. Like, I never knew that AAA fatigue was real, but AAA fatigue is really fucking real, bro. It is really goddamn real. So I ended up turning on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Reader's Rewind. And dog, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had the most fun I've had playing a game in a while playing that game, dog. And I ended up getting the platinum in that game too. That's a dope ass fucking fighter, bro. I really want to run through that shit again. Like, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I kind of want to boot up the PS4 version and just run through and get the platinum again, dog. Like, that game is fucking tough, dog. And it's a lot of nostalgia because it got all the original Power Ranger characters in there, right? Like that's the reason why I was just like, yo, this is crazy. It got Zach, Kimberly, what did they call it? Green Ranger? I don't remember what the fuck his name was in the fucking show. Tommy, I think it was. Tommy? Am I making that up? Nah, I think it was Tommy, Billy, and the Red Ranger. What the fuck was the Red Ranger name? Jason. There you go. Jason. Wait, hold on. Wait, are you sure? Hold on. I thought the Red Ranger was named Jason. Are you telling me that the Green Ranger was named Jason? I thought that nigga name was Tommy, bruh. I thought his name was Tommy. Yo, am I tripping? Yeah, Jason was the Red. Okay, I knew I wasn't fucking tripping. I'm like, no, hold on, bro. I very vividly remember Tommy being the fucking Green Ranger, my nigga. And then that nigga was the White Ranger too. And I ain't gonna lie, I was a little tight that they didn't have the White Ranger in this fucking game, dog. I was a little tight about that shit. But thoroughly, I'm gonna tell you what's so cool about this game. And again, this is just a little sidebar. What was so cool about this game is literally the Rangers played differently, right? So the main combo stretch was like the same for everybody, but their special power-ups and stuff, they were all fucking different. The Zords all played different. And it was just, dog, it was just like, man, they did a great job on this, dude. They did such a fucking great job on this game. I mean, in certain parts of the game was frustrating, like fighting the Green Ranger, dog. I'm like, dog, something about fighting that nigga was just, dog, it was cheesy as fuck, bro. Like they made this nigga like a super fucking beast in this game for absolutely no reason. And playing this dude on headache mode was just like banging your head against the fucking wall, bro. I'm just like, dog, I think they should have had a better system for like parrying. They should have had like a parrying system or something like that. Because I felt like once that nigga got you trapped in that fucking combo, it was almost like nothing you could fucking do to get up out of that shit. It was more of you trying to avoid him than actually fucking fight him. And that was kind of bullshit to me. But I ain't gonna lie to you, that game was super dope. Will a lot of people get the platinum in that game? Probably not. Probably not. I think most people, when they get frustrated with games, they don't try to figure out how to, because I think a little bit differently when I'm playing the game, because I start thinking about how the developers were thinking when they designed the game. And then I always figure out how to fucking overcome obstacles in the games just by that method in itself. Because the way I see games is, if a motherfucker created this game, then somebody should be able to fucking beat it, dog. Like there's nothing special about this fucking game. And it is one of the best beat 'em ups that I played in quite some time. I think I need to go back and get the platinum in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. That's one that I need to go back and revisit for sure. I really do need to go back and revisit that. I also want to get the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the collection game that they had. I want to get that as well. But back to what I was saying though. Those are the games that I'm playing right now. Those are single player games. I don't need internet in order to play those games. Now, what's strange to me about the PlayStation gamers, what's strange to me is that PlayStation gamers were cheering when live service PlayStation games were canceled, but then they're also complaining because they can't get to their live service games. Shout out to Bari, because he had a tweet that had me sitting back, and I started laughing as soon as I saw this tweet, because I knew exactly where the fuck he was going with this shit. And it truly does show the hypocrisy. It truly does show the hypocrisy of PlayStation gamers. It shows that the loudest people aren't even speaking for PlayStation gamers. The largest people speaking are speaking from an Xbox point of view or an Xbox perspective, because y'all assume that PlayStation gamers only want to play single player games. How the fuck could that even be possible when the biggest games on PlayStation are live service games? The most people playing video games on PlayStation are playing live service games. But it's always niggas pretending that they don't care about live service games. I think one of the only people that have been honest with this conversation has been OBJ the Don. OBJ the Don was the only person that I believe was honest in his talking when it came to that shit. That nigga said, and I quote, "Nigga, I play NBA 2K. Nigga, ain't nothing finna pull me away from no NBA 2K, nigga. Like, when I'm playing PlayStation, nigga, I want to play they fucking big budget single player games." Nigga, that's what that nigga said. That's what that nigga said. And instead of motherfuckers saying, "I just don't want live service from Sony," they pretend that PlayStation gamers just don't want live service games. And that's just not fucking true. That's absolutely not true by any stretch of the imagination. Again, we already knew this. We've been saying this for so long. And I've also even put up theories as to why people don't want service games from PlayStation to succeed on PlayStation. Because they know PlayStation is the biggest fucking platform out there as far as gaming goes. And they know if PlayStation gamers start pulling away from these service games that other publishers own, then that's going to make it harder for them when they're playing games through a rental service on their preferred platform. Now, I know it sounds far-fetched, but a lot of shit that's true always sounds far-fetched. Always. And I still stand by what the fuck I said, because the same people who talk shit about Concord went and fucking played Marvel's Rivals in fucking Overwatch. And again, say what the fuck you want. Say, "Oh, it was just a bad game." Nigga, shut the fuck up. Say whatever the hell y'all want. It doesn't change the fact of the fucking matter, bro. Never change the fact of the matter. That was absolute hypocrisy. And quite frankly, Concord looked like a much fucking funner game than Overwatch. I saw Overwatch and I was like, yo, what the fuck? And you know, in certain aspects, it also looked very fucking similar, which is what threw me for a complete fucking loop. I was like, dog, wait, what? But then I realized how stupid, especially Americans, right? Especially Americans are fucking retarded, nigga. Like, just stupid. Like, I'm sorry. Listen, I apologize if this feels like it's all being grouped together, but dog, Americans have made some really fucking bad choices, nigga. Really terrible fucking choices. But I'm not even talking about politics or nothing like that. I'm talking about in the video game space. A person is offering a video game to you for $40 at no additional cost, giving you season pass content, giving you free skins and shit like that, right? And then a person giving you a free game, but then charging you like $20 per fucking costume. And niggas is like, nah, dog. Nah, it ain't free though. It ain't free though. Like, come on, dog. Like, how the game not gonna be free though, dog? How the game not gonna be free? And every new costume that come out, oh yeah, I gotta get that new costume. Yeah, by the time you finish, you done spent $200-$300. You done spent $200-$300. You know what? I digress, dog. I digress. Y'all got it. Y'all got it, bro. Like, I can't even, I don't even know what to tell you. I don't even know what to fucking tell you anymore. But what I will say, though, in defense of y'all stupid motherfuckers, right? In defense of y'all stupid motherfuckers, Sony showed just how quick they will cut some shit off, nigga. They didn't even attempt to give the shit a chance, no nothing, not to see if the shit might have legs after a while. Them niggas said, nope. Chopped the legs, got rid of the developers, got rid of the fucking game. Nigga, let's pretend that shit never happened. Now, that really gives people, if you were a person that was already on the fence about PlayStation and live service games, that really gave you the confidence that you were looking for in live service games from PlayStation. I was like, dog, this has got to be the stupidest fucking move. Like, honestly, it sort of kind of even feels like self-sabotage on fucking PlayStation's behalf, bro. It just doesn't seem like something that a competent company would fucking do. But hey, let me not say that, because, and I have to reiterate this every time I say Sony is making stupid fucking moves, I have to reiterate that their company is doing the best it has ever done ever in life, nigga. So clearly, whatever choices Sony is making is working out great for the business, as we see them achieving higher fucking profitability for said company. So it's kind of hard to argue when at the same time you also have to say, hey, they're doing great. You know what I mean? But again, I'm just thinking more of for the long term. I don't know how long this boost is going to last for Sony, or maybe they know exactly what the fuck they're doing, and maybe I'm just maybe I'm the stupid one, right? Maybe I'm the motherfucker that don't know anything, and they have seen all of the numbers, they have seen all of the stats, they have seen what has worked, what has not worked. They have literally assessed the situation and said, this is the best way moving forward, right? I must say, though, just because this seems to be the best way to move forward for you and the company, you're honestly putting a bad taste in your actual consumer's mouth. And you know this. The way I know that you know this, Sony, the way I know you know this is because you have stopped giving out certain numbers, which means those numbers are not growing. And because those numbers are not growing, or because those numbers are decreasing at a rapid rate, you are not putting those numbers in your projections anymore. You're not using those numbers as accolades anymore. You're not using those numbers because they don't benefit you in the face of perception. In the face of perception, those numbers are not benefiting you. So you stop reporting those numbers. And again, I personally, and let me just put this on record, because I say a lot of shit, and a lot of that shit comes out to be true. Let me put this on record saying I think that the moves that they have made are going to hurt them more when it comes to PlayStation than it's going to help them when it comes to PlayStation. And I think that's the reason why, because if you look at Rockstar, right, Take-Two put out their numbers and they show that PC only accounts for like 8% of their revenue, right? And you would think that PC would have been the reason why Grand Theft Auto 5 maybe had some of the legs that it's had, but nah, that was all console gamers. That was all console gamers giving Rockstar and GTA 5 the legs that it has had over these years. Somehow, some way, for some reason, console gamers have been buying GTA 5 over and over and over. And from what I've heard, I don't know how true this is, but from what I've heard, the reason why is because the shark cards or something comes when you buy GTA 5 or something like that. And they're not buying it for the game. They're buying it so that they can get the shark cards. Hopefully I understood that correctly, because it sounds weird as fuck when I say it, but apparently that's what it is. That's what it is. So if PC is only 8% of one of the biggest fucking games in the world, then what the fuck is the percentage for PlayStation? What is the percentage for PlayStation games when a lot of games that came from PlayStation barely cracking 100,000? The biggest titles barely cracking a million. I think the highest selling game recorded on coming from PlayStation to PC was like Horizon Zero Dawn. Not even Forbidden West, but Horizon Zero Dawn. And I think that was because that was one of the first games that came. And I think Helldivers 2 might be the biggest game that came from PlayStation to PC. And I think that was day and date. So how in the fuck can a huge publisher like Rockstar not really see success, so to speak, within the PC market, but then PlayStation, with their games that are selling even less, are somehow enough for PlayStation to continue doing this nonsense? There has to be a bigger play here. There has to be a bigger play. Nobody can tell me anything different. There's something else going on here. And I'm not going with Corey's theory, because Corey's theory does not make sense. That shit does not compute to me. Corey is like, oh, they're doing this because they want to get people to buy PlayStations. Fuck out of here, dog. No. Can we please throw that stupid ass rhetoric out the fucking window, dog? There is nobody who bought a fucking PC who fucking knows that all PlayStation games seemingly are coming to their fucking platform, right? There's no fucking way. There's no way in hell that those same people are gonna be like, you know what? I don't really want to wait a year, my nigga. I'm going to go out and buy a PlayStation, my nigga, because I definitely want to have to pay for online to be able to play this game. I mean, what? That makes no fucking sense, dog. If that makes sense to y'all, cool. To Sick? Nah. To Anthony? Hell no. Hell no. Anthony don't believe that shit for one fucking second, dog. And I already know, like, there are already people out there who already make excuses not to buy games day one. So why in the fuck would you go buy a platform that sells games for $70 on their platform? Now, hold on. I'm not opposed to $70 games. That's not what I'm pushing here. I just need y'all to listen to me for a second. But then I'm going to go out of my way to go buy that platform that has a walled garden up, right? So you need their service in order to play games online, right? Or I'll just wait a year get the game $20 fucking off, pay only $50 for the fucking game, get the extended version, or not the extended version, but the version with all of the content, right? Get the version with all of the content for less. And in the meantime, I can play whatever games that I'm already fucking playing until that shit decides to drop on PC. Now make it make sense. I've laid out all the factors for you. Make it make sense that, oh, I am going to see this game on, I'm going to play this game on my PC. I am going to see all the cool shit that I can do with this game on my PC. I can make naked ass mods and all of this other weird shit that you weirdos like to do. But what I really want to do is I want to pay $500, go buy a console, and then be locked into that ecosystem with the game. That's really what I want to do, bro. Like that's what makes the most sense to me. That's what I'm gonna do. I am going to play this shit on my PC, and then I'm gonna say, nope, I'd rather spend $70 for the next iteration of that game, even though it's going to come to PC, and those fucking releases have been getting shorter and fucking shorter and fucking shorter, right? Like, but no. Instead of waiting and playing it on my PC that can generally play games from all of these platforms, no. I'm going to go buy that platform. I am going to pay more money for that game because it just makes sense, dog. It just makes so much sense for me to do it that way instead of waiting for it, getting it at a steep fucking discount, and being able to do whatever the fuck I want to do with that game. Hell, I can even steal it if I want and pay $0 for it. Right? But nope. Because I played this game and this game is so fucking awesome, I am going to go buy the console and I'm going to spend more money on the next iteration because that makes sense. Yes. That makes perfect fucking sense. Yes. It makes so much sense that to this day, the PlayStation 5, while it has caught up with the PlayStation 4 in the US, it's only leading by a fucking small margin, and it's better than the PS4 in every single way. And somehow, millions of PC users have not jumped shipped. I don't know why I just said shipped. Jesus Christ. Millions of PC users have not jumped ship and bought a PS5. And it makes perfect sense because why buy a PS5 when the overlords at Sony have already said, just give us a year, bro. We'll bring it to you. We'll come find you. You don't have to come find us. We got you, bro. We got you, dog. That's why I said that logic makes no fucking sense. None whatsoever. The idea that they took away themes and they are trying to bring them back, is also fucking ludicrous. It's fucking ludicrous. And I fucking loved those themes. I don't give a fuck if you didn't care about those themes. I loved those themes. I thought those themes were fucking dope as shit. And while, yes, I have to always reiterate this because some people believe that I didn't hear the entirety of the conversation. While they always said they would be there for a limited time, hear me, Sony, PlayStation. We the people said, nah, we want that shit to stay. You pretend to not hear us on every other fucking conversation, but you heard this conversation of everybody saying that they wanted this shit to stay. So the same way that you acquiesce to the fucking demands of this PC fucking scumbags, you should be more inclined to acquiesce to what the fuck we, the people of fucking PlayStation that owns the fucking consoles, that put you in the position to where you are. You should be more inclined to acquiesce to our fucking demands. And our demands weren't even that fucking crazy. Our demands didn't cost you a fucking dime. Their demands cost you a lot of fucking refunds and a lot of fucking headache. Our demands were that we wanted those fucking themes to stay. And you decided, nigga, yeah, they gone, dog. But we gonna try. We are trying. we are trying to bring them things back. We trying to bring that shit back, dog. We trying. We trying, dog. I mean, yeah, we own that shit, right? Like, you know that. I know that. We know that. Yeah, we own that shit. But we are going to try to bring. Let me tell you, Sony. I swear to God, if you bring those themes back and try to sell them shits in the fucking store, nigga. Yeah, by the gods in heaven, nigga, I am gonna get those Thanos fucking stone, bruh. Listen, you've been playing on our head tops, Sony. You've been fucking playing on our head top, but if you for 1 second try to fucking pull that fucking move, dog, not gonna be great, dog. It ain't gonna be great, dog. It's not gonna be great. I'm gonna be on your ass. It ain't gonna be great, dog. Because we don't ask for much. We ain't out here asking for much. The only thing we ask for is some fucking dirty ass themes that we already had, that were already downloaded to the PlayStation. That's all we wanted. We just wanted that back. And that was too much to ask? That chat, do y'all think that's too much to ask from paying customers, that we get to keep some themes that celebrates the history and legacy of fucking PlayStation? Is that too much to ask for? I mean, is that too much to ask for? Yo, I swear for God, Juice, they better not try that shit, dog. They better not try that shit, dog. No sirree, Bob. No sirree, Bob. They better not try that shit, dog. But knowing Sony, knowing that they love shooting themselves in the foot, God damn it. God damn, I just hope that they don't do this. I hope they don't do what I think that they're going to attempt to do. I pray that they don't. I pray that your PlayStation services come back up and you guys can log into your PlayStations and play all the live service games that you guys don't actually play because y'all hate live service games, right? Am I right, PlayStation gamers? Am I right, PlayStation gamers? Y'all hate live service games. Y'all only like single player games, nigga. Like, this outage should not be a thing for you. You should not care about this outage because y'all only care about PlayStation single player games. But it comes to find out that, nah, y'all kind of do like live service games. Actually, y'all love live service games. Actually, y'all like live service games more than y'all like any other game on PlayStation. and I'm not gonna lie. The tears have been lovely. I'm not gonna lie. Like, just hearing the same people who are like, fuck live service games, we're all about these big budget single play, just seeing these people cry about not being able to play live service games. Oh, and the other people talking about, I can't play my digital games. My digital games are not working. They're not working. I can't play my digital games. No, nigga, you are game sharing is what you're doing. You're game sharing and you're not the primary console, nigga. You're not the primary account holder, nigga. You're crying about not being able to play games that don't belong to you. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Oh, man. Oh, it's back up? It's back up? All right, hold on. Maybe PlayStation is lying to me. Let me hit the refresh button. Refresh. Ah, damn. Hold on. Let me try it again. Refresh. Fuck. Still saying no. God damn it. Hold on. Let me give it. Whew. I'm going to use my telekinetic powers. See if I could plug that switch back in. See if I could plug the ASR 9000 back in. See if I can plug back in all of the Cisco Meraki equipment that they got. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Hold on. Okay, let me hit the refresh button again. Nope, still down. Fuck. Hold on. 1 second. Let me grab my controller real quick. Hold on. Let's turn the PlayStation on. Oh man. Let me see it. Let me see if it's working. Hold on. Come on. Oh, my PlayStation turned on my TV. Oh, my TV recognized that it's a PS5 game console. Oh, hold on. We got this. Y'all hear it? Y'all can hear it in the background? Let's go, ping. All right. Whew. All right. I'm logged in. But it's telling me I have no friends online. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. 1 second. Let me go to the PlayStation Store. Hold on. Oh shit. Nah, my shit up for real. Hey, I ain't even lying to you, dog. Hold on. Let me subscribe. No deals. Yo, the store is loading faster than ever, nigga. Like, hold on. Let me try buying the game. What game? I'm gonna buy Balatro. Let me buy Balatro. How much is Balatro? Oh, I can't buy it. I can only wish list it. How the fuck 4.4 thousand people gave Balatro 5 stars, nigga? Man, get the fuck out of here, dog. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Ain't no fucking way, bro. Nigga, the game ain't even on PlayStation, and the shit is rated 4.82 with 4,400 people rating the game, dog. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Hold on. Let me see. We're gonna go to full games. Yeah, show me the premium editions too. Let's see. Do I want to buy Madden 25? Hell no, I don't want to buy no fucking Madden 25. Let's see. Phasmophobia? No. Power World? Nah, I'm straight, big dog. Goddamn, I own damn near everything they got in the store, dog. This is bullshit. Like, literally, there's no game. Well, I don't own Insurgency, but I also don't want it either. Let's see. Midnight Suns? Nah. God damn it. Is there any game here that I would really want to fucking buy? Nothing here. Like, literally, I promise y'all, I own every single game that's up here thus far, bro. Like, it's showing that I purchased every single game up here. Nigga, I didn't even know I owned Sonic Frontiers, nigga. What the fuck? Like, literally, I bought Sonic Frontiers, the fucking digital deluxe edition. I own the digital deluxe. I ain't even know. That shit is in my backlog. Hold on. Give me just 1 second, y'all. I'm sure I can find something to buy here. Ghost Runner 2, Tactics Ogre. Oh shit, that game came to PlayStation? Huh. Interesting. I didn't even fucking know that. What about this? Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. I ain't really been into no like Persona level games as of late. But nigga, I'll buy this. I'm gonna buy it just to see if I can buy it. Ha! That's where it gets you. Hold on. Nigga, I ain't buying that shit, Jenna. I'm good. I didn't like the first one. So I'm definitely not buying the second one. I'm straight. That's where they get you. You go to buy, and then it says, we're doing some maintenance on PlayStation Network right now. Please try again later. Let me try again. Nope. We're doing some maintenance on PlayStation Network right now. Please try again later. Hold on. Let me try it one more time. Please. We're doing some maintenance on PlayStation Network right now. Please try again later. So yeah, you can get into the store. You can look at what's in the store. You cannot buy what's in the store. Let me go to, I'm going to go to Crew the, go to Crew the Motorfest and hold on. Let me see. Oh, this ain't my, ooh, that sucks. This ain't my primary PlayStation. So I cannot even fucking access it. And I don't want to go in my game room right now. That fucking sucks. It's all good. It's all good. I'll go into my game room and I'll try it later. So, yeah. PlayStation is fucked off. 1000% fucked off. Anybody else want to try it? I mean, anybody else? I mean, come on now. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all want to try it again? Y'all want to try it again? Let me try it again from this perspective. Let me just make sure. Let me just be 100%. Boom! No! Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Corey, you are the biggest PlayStation fanboy in here, bro. You try to understand and you try to go along with whatever fucking PlayStation does, bro. Don't try that shit, bro. Cut it the fuck out. And no, I wouldn't have fucking liked it, nigga. Like, the fuck is you talking about? Goofy ass nigga. Alright. Anyway, moving the fuck on, because it has been confirmed that PlayStation Network is completely the fuck down. Yeah, Eamon, I played that game so fucking long ago when it was the original. As a matter of fact, I played it at the request of Fatal. Because Fatal said he played it on Xbox and he was like, yo, I love this shit. Man, I played that shit. That shit was dog shit fucking boring, nigga. Absolutely fucking terrible. Download physical releases when it's down either. On the disc. Boom. All right. Okay. Oh shit. No. My bad, Laura. I ain't mean to move you. All right. Okay. So we've gotten through the PSN is down. We actually skipped all the way to the PS UI and UX teams being laid off. And that fucking sucks. It sucks because Caleb showed me something and I'm not sure what it means in regards to this per se. We can definitely see if we can find out. Let me see. There we go. All right. So this is what Caleb sent me yesterday in regards to Sony quietly firing the UI and UX teams. So it says, Sony Interactive Entertainment announces the integration of wholly owned subsidiary SN Systems. SN Systems, provider of programming tools for PlayStation developers, to be fully integrated into Sony Interactive to drive continued innovation in game development. It says February 5th, 2025, San Mateo, California. Sony Interactive Entertainment announced today the next evolution in its partnership with SN Systems Limited, a developer of programming tools for game creators on PlayStation consoles, acquired by SIE in 2005 and currently a wholly owned subsidiary. SN Systems will be fully integrated into SIE family as one unified company on April 1st, 2025. The exceptionally talented team at SN Systems has been an integral part of Sony Interactive Entertainment by driving innovation in tools development, which has been central to our success across multiple PlayStation generations, said Hideki Nishino, CEO, Platform Business Group, Sony Interactive Entertainment. This next step in our partnership will strengthen our shared sense of unity. Together, we look forward to continuing to empower developers to create compelling gaming experiences for PlayStation players. Founded in 1990, SN Systems has set industry standards for development tools in the gaming industry since its acquisition in 2005. SN Systems has collaborated closely with SIE to create software development kits and tools for PlayStation 3, PlayStation Vita, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, contributing to the success of the experiences designed for PlayStation family of products. The full integration of SN Systems into SIE will drive further innovation and creativity for PlayStation products and services, while also enhancing operational efficiencies. So, what I gather from reading this, and maybe my comprehension skills are off, but these guys help with the development. They help with the tools that developers need. I don't know why Caleb sent this to me in reference to the PlayStation UI and UX developers being fucking laid off, right? Because this has nothing to do with user interface and user experience. This has to do with development kits and tools that developers need in order to make their games. So maybe I read that differently than what it is. What did you guys, or what do you guys get from this particular article? Well, statement from Sony. That's facts, Andrew. That's absolute facts. SN System does both. Well, William, explain to me, because I really want to understand, because maybe I just don't know the extent of what SN Systems does. It says a developer of programming tools for game creators. I don't know where you get the UI and UX from within this statement. Maybe you have something better to reference who SN Systems is and what they've done in the past, but just reading this alone doesn't scream to me that these people replace the PlayStation UI and UX developers. Morning Sick, I've been lurker, but bots will now jump in hoops brought me into the fold. Hey man, listen, it's always that way. So here's how this goes, right? When I talk shit about PlayStation, the bots jump in and be like, yeah, they suck, man. Fuck them niggas. They get them out of here. Fuck Sony, right? And when I talk about Xbox, the PlayStation niggas be like, yeah, they suck, man. Fuck Phil. Phil sucks dick. Blah, 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 yeah. And the PC niggas is always just standing on the line, the sideline to talk shit about both of them. So it don't really matter who the fuck I'm talking to. So it is what it is, man. Oh man. I miss the cool jabs. And yet they are nah. I didn't do anything today. See Wolf Gaming, just straight to the point, straight to the cast, straight to the gas. You know it's true, Daz BC. You know that shit is true, Daz BC. If I say anything disparaging about PlayStation, the box and PC niggas is out in full force. If I say anything disparaging about the fucking Xbox, then the PC and fucking PlayStation niggas is out in full force. You know what I mean? When I talk shit about PC, nigga, the Xbox and PlayStation gamers be like, yeah, PC gaming sucks, nigga, fuck PC. hey, this shit be funny to watch sometimes, dog. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It'd be funny to watch, bro, because at the end of the day, nigga, like, at the end of the day, dog, like, I always tell people, bro, I prefer PlayStation over everything, but nigga, if I gotta get my gaming somewhere else, nigga, it's gonna be gotten somewhere else. It doesn't fucking matter, bro. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, player. Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's absolute. That's facts. That's facts. That's absolute facts. And like I said, to be honest with you, I just feel like PlayStation hasn't been moving the best in the last. I would say maybe the last year and a half, maybe even possibly 2 years. I can give it to them, but they haven't been moving the best. You know what I mean? Again, one thing that's different between PlayStation and all the rest of these other platforms is even when they're not moving the best, I still feel like I'm getting a ton of games from all from just across the world with the games, right? So I think of all games, I literally play probably third party games generally more than any other type of game. I think a lot of the games that I do play, yeah, they are third party games. They are third party games. I know I play third party games more than first party or second party exclusives from Sony. Um, will will I say that they are better? Nah, but they getting up there. They getting up there. The level of quality that we saw from PlayStation first party games, I felt like that level of quality, at least from Ubisoft perspective, Ubisoft is getting there. The visuals, the fucking storytelling, Ubisoft is getting there. If Ubisoft could just stop making so much busy work, I think they'd be in a better fucking shape. For real, for real. Their busy work makes you not want to even play the game though, dog. Like that's the main thing that fucking kills it. And I think one of the main things, especially with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, is that as I played the game, all of the DLC and everything was out. So I ended up going through all of the fucking DLC as well as the main game. And that shit felt crazy. I spent probably about 200 hours in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And quite frankly, it was a fantastic game once you got past all the busy work. Once you got past the busy work, it was a phenomenal game. No bullshit. Um, but then again, like I said, the vast majority of games that I do play is probably third party games, man, because there's a lot of games that I'll just go to the store and look, and Sony hasn't really been producing at a high clip in the first party territory, man. I mean, they really haven't. I mean, a lot of the things that they have been providing us with have been third party exclusive experiences, which I just consider to be third party games. You know what I'm saying? Because those aren't games produced by Sony in any capacity. I mean, sometimes they send their teams to help them develop it, the best that they possibly can for the PlayStation, but it's still just a third party game. And when I think of all the games that I played last year, the vast majority were third party games, and some of them were third party exclusives, but they're still just third party games. I don't try to categorize them any different. It does. See, Wolf, I'm not, let me tell you. I think if they can get rid of some of the busy work, their games would be much better. But I think for the sake of being like, hey, you can get 100 hours or 200 hours, I think Ubisoft fell into the fucking hole of trying to keep you stuck in a game for so many hours instead of just giving you a concise experience, which I think is much better, right? Like some games don't need to be 100 hours. Some games don't need to be 80 hours. Some games are fine just being 15, 20 hours. Shit, I played fucking Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and that game legit took me like, I think like 14 hours to platinum, bro. Like from beginning to end. And that was one of the best fucking experiences that I had. And I felt like that's, you would put that on an indie scale. Maybe if it was back in 1993, 94 on the fucking Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo, it would have probably been considered a AAA experience. But in today's date, nah, that was definitely an indie experience, but it was a very fun one, and it was very nostalgic. Very nostalgic. Again, to be honest with you, I like a lot of the stuff that Ubisoft does. Far Cry is one of the series that I like. I think the only Far Cry that I haven't completed was I think that Far Cry Primal shit, like whatever the fuck that was. I never finished that. And truth be told, the older I get, the more I hate first person games, like games that are in first person. I've noticed that about myself. I'd rather see the entire character than just fucking flailing arms and feet and guns, right? Like the older I get, the more I despise like first person shooter games. They made more PC ports than first party. Yeah. Yeah, they have. And the thing is, with some people don't see anything wrong with that. You know what I mean? And even when it comes to the cancellation of those live service games, I think instead of canceling all those live service games, I think they should have they should have done some sort of a alpha testing or something, right? Like you're never gonna get the live service shit right. And I agree wholeheartedly. And I think Bari in Persona said this. Um, you need to have alpha and beta testing for people to see if they can jive with some of the shit that you're trying to do in the live service space. I think they went about live service all wrong, right? I mean, when they did come up with this, it was during a time where, the pandemic was crazy. They were seeing how all of the people were enjoying all of these free to play games and how people loved like Animal Crossing and shit like that. And they wanted to make their own, which they do have several live service games which people love and enjoy all the time, which is the MLB The Show, the Gran Turismo, and shit like that, right? So, it wasn't far-fetched. It wasn't far-fetched to think that, maybe you should try going deeper into this live service thing. I love live service games too, right? Like, I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like I don't. There's a lot of people that pretend that they don't like live service games for whatever reason, but these end of the year wrap ups, they really say something totally different about the games that you guys are playing. And usually you always have live service games at the top of your list, always. And it's fucking mind blowing to think that you lie about the games that you like. Again, I have to agree with Corey on one thing. The reason why Sony is even going down this road is because they're looking at the stats and the statistics that say that these are the games that you spend all the time and all the money in the world in. And instead of getting a piece of the pie, they want to create something where they get the whole pie. So that is absolutely factual, and it's very, very true. But they definitely need to take a different approach. And I think Microsoft, while I never really give them credit for anything, because nigga, they have just been like a waste on the fucking industry, I think their approach to live service is a little bit better, right? Well, I ain't gonna say a little bit better. It's a lot better, right? Even when it came to stuff like Grounded, Sea of Thieves, and Bleeding Ass, right? Like they created beta programs where instead of putting all of this money into a game, all at once, nigga, they gave you bare bones shit, but they let you see what the game was about. Hey, do you like the game loop of this? Okay, well, we only spent $1 million or $2 million into making this shit. So, you know, I mean, no harm, no foul. But when you get into the territory of spending 200 million, that's when shit gets a little bit different for you. It gets a little bit different when you're spending 2, 3, 400 million and just hoping and praying that people love the product that you're providing, right? Whereas Microsoft, they give you bits and pieces of the game. You see whether or not you like where this game is going. They get feedback, they make changes, and all of a sudden, instead of this being a game that they created, it becomes a game that you created. You molded this game into what the fuck it is with your feedback, right? And it's easier to digest. It's more accepted when it's done in that way. And Sony just doesn't have I don't know who the fuck they have behind them when it comes to this stuff, right? I don't know who they have behind them, but there's nobody giving them any good advice as to what they should be doing. So it's just like they're floundering. They're just like, you kind of feel sorry for them in a sense, because it's like, dog, you made all of these strides in making some of the best blockbuster fucking single player games, but then when it comes to multiplayer games, you have just no idea of what the fuck you're doing. And it shows that you have no idea of what the fuck you're doing. And that's why I say it gets a little it gets a little disheartening when you hear about all of the games that could have been possible, but we never knew what those games were, right? And as a paying customer, you now feel like, dog, we're giving you all of this money for you to fucking waste time on shit that we never even got to see what it was. You know, I wouldn't be as upset about the cancellations, honestly, if we knew what the fuck it was that we were dealing with, and maybe we would have been like, yeah, no, maybe it was better for them to cancel that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, or we might have looked at that shit and said, damn, that sounded cool as hell. Shit, I would have loved to play something like that. Like the game that London Studio was working on with the dragons and shit. I didn't know how I would have received that game, but I would have loved to at least give it a try. I would have loved to at least give it a fucking try. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sony needs to create some sort, and I hate to hear myself saying this because god damn, but they need to create some sort of, you know how Steam has early access, Xbox has, I think it's early access too, or they call it something different. Steam call it something different. Maybe Xbox call it early access, but Steam calls it like Steam Greenlight or some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck, but I know they called it two different things, right? Sony needs their version of that, right? Because while I love Sony single player games, they absolutely 100% do need to diversify in the types of games that they create, right? It doesn't mean that they need to leave single player games alone. It just means that they need to diversify in the game offerings that they do have, right? Because if you don't, you then get stuck and boxed in to doing just one fucking thing. And that's never going to fucking help, right? And thinking from the perspective of the business, it's never going to help the fucking bottom line. But if we can create this game that we can constantly update, people are constantly spending money in that, I understand the concept of how that could provide money to then, fund the building of these single player games that we fucking love. But it's kind of hard for you to think that you're going to continue to get these $200 million fucking games and then nobody wants to spend any money post release of the game, right? Like we have to get out of that way of thinking, because the thinking is not the same across the board. Because again, people buy 2K for $70 and then spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on fucking VC and shit like that, right? That, again, if you want Sony to be able to continue to make these big budget fucking games, dog, there has to be some sort of like give and take here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't be you expect Sony to fucking fund every single fucking thing and then y'all niggas don't be out here buying shit anyway. I'm just saying, I'm looking at it from both perspectives. I'm looking at it from both perspectives. And again, like I said, a lot of the games that I fucking played that are live service games, like Back for Blood, fucking Space Marines and shit like that, all of those games are fucking live service games. All of those games where you can play with your friends, even Helldivers 2 is a live service game. People try to pretend that it's not and it's somehow different. No, it's a live service game that Sony can they can barely fucking monetize that game. But it is indeed a live service game. They just can barely monetize that motherfucker. So, yeah, that's that. Now, they dropped the bonds for sure, but you don't have to pay for the bonds. If it's the way that it was previously, all you have to do is play the game and you'll be able to buy whatever fucking war bond you want to fucking buy. I mean, it's optional, but who the fuck is going to do it if you can just simply play and get it? And it doesn't even take that long to play the game and be able to purchase the war bonds just with the in-game currency. Back for Blood trash, and I love zombie stuff. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you feel that way. I mean, I can't really argue your opinion on it. Like, if you don't like it, that's cool. I don't like Kingdom Come Deliverance, and again, that's something that I've heard people say that they fucking love. Well, at least Fatal told me that he fucking loved that game, so I'm pretty sure he's enjoying part 2 as well. But I couldn't get jiggy with that shit, not at all. Also Anthem, I fucking loved Anthem, and niggas said they hated Anthem, and I just for the sake of everything that is great, I don't know why. Sick, didn't people complain about purchasing content in Helldivers? They absolutely 100% did, Jenna. Absolutely 100%. You can farm super credits in Helldivers too. Absolutely 1000%. I got the platinum in Helldivers on fucking PlayStation and the 100% on PC. Like, I put a lot of fucking time into fucking Helldivers. And I was playing that shit when everything was fucking up, when the servers were dying, nigga. When nobody could get in the game, where you get in the game and then you get fucking kicked out of the game. I am not a person that sits here and pretend to hate live service games. I am not that person. Hell, I can't wait for fucking that game that Haven's working on, Fair Games, nigga. Come on, dog. Out here robbing billionaires, nigga. Put me in the game, coach, nigga. I am ready, nigga. I'm trying to get, nigga, I am trying to be the first in line to fucking play that game. Facts. Factory. But again, I think Sony needs to take a different approach to how they drop these games, bro. They have to give people a alpha. Give people a beta. Let them see the game while it's rough. Let them see the game improving. Let them see a game. Stop keeping this shit to your chest until you're ready to fucking release, and then you have no fucking idea of what you're gonna do post-release. Like, they have to approach this shit differently, bro. Either that or they're gonna continue to fucking fail. They're gonna continue to fucking fail. Either they're gonna take a different approach or they're gonna continue to fail. Hey, I'm for it, Nostradamus. That's where I'm at. Listen, put me in the game, coach. Put me in the game, coach, nigga. I'm trying to go rob some niggas like real time, nigga. What's up? What's up? Nah, but they gotta, like, for real. They have to. I think Sony as a company need to be more transparent with us, the customers, man. Look, I was one of them people who I was like, nah, it's cool with them being quiet. It's cool with them. Nah, but the quiet is loud now, bro. The quiet is loud, and it is detrimental, bro. It's detrimental. Again, let me repeat this. For the nigga that's gonna come in and be like, oh no, what they're doing is perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Sony and PlayStation are doing the best. The company is doing the best it has ever done. Ever. Their stocks speak for themselves. They are doing the best that they have done in a long fucking time. I'm not here to deny that. But as a customer telling you that I don't like the way Sony is moving, as a customer, me telling you that Sony needs to be more transparent, Sony needs to talk to the fans more. I'm sorry, I'm out of that. Oh, it's great for them to be silent, because we have been silent for years. Years we have been silent. Oh, just let them cook. Just let them cook. Just let them cook. And then we hear from a third party source that they canceling everything they've been cooking. Nigga, the chef threw away the entire fucking pot. At this point, we can't let them niggas just keep cooking. Nigga, we need to taste some of what you cooking, nigga. Like, we paying for all of these goddamn ingredients. Nigga, you putting them shits in the fucking pot. Nigga, you as a chef is tasting that shit. But nigga, we ain't getting none as the fucking customer that's sitting at the table starving right now. I mean, technically we not starving, nigga, because you know it's other chefs in the kitchen, but we talking about the primary chef, nigga. We talk about the primary chef, not you know. We ain't talk about what is it? What is it called? The sous chef? Sous chef? I think that's how they. Nigga, we are tired of hearing excuses. Or let me not speak for we, because I can't speak for y'all. I am. Anthony is tired of the fucking excuses. I'm tired of the fucking excuses, bro. And we've gave these dudes way too much leeway to tell us bullshit. To tell us bullshit and not show nothing. Now, from what the rumors say, and I don't know why it always has to be a rumor to tell us shit, but from what the rumors say, there's supposed to be some sort of a state of play next week. You know what's so bad about that? When I heard that there was a state of play after hearing about all of these games that was canceled, I honestly wasn't as enthused as I normally am. Because the one thing that I do know is that either these teams are all starting over from scratch. Best possible scenario, there were multiple teams working on different games. That's the best possible scenario. So maybe these live service games weren't primary games. Ever since I saw that chart that they put out showing how their investment was increasing in live service games, that shit has always been a red flag for me, and I did not like seeing that shit. Because they didn't really say that they were going to cut back investment on single player games. They just said that they were going to increase the amount that they spent on live service games. And I was like, okay, well, if they only increasing, then we still getting shit on the back end, right? And I'm going to tell you another thing that I truly believe, and I hate to hear myself saying this because I wouldn't have said this before, is I think PlayStation needs to start making or either acquire some teams. Listen to what I'm saying. They need to start making or either acquire some teams that make smaller games that are less costly, that people can be excited for. Hear me out. Hear me out. The reason why I say this, look at the reception that Xbox got from South of Midnight. You know what I'm saying? Something that's a smaller game. Look at the reception of like a Hi-Fi Rush. Something that's a smaller game. I'm only talking about the reception because not everybody cares to have all of these big AAA fucking games. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is that it's not just me hearing it from Xbox gamers. I'm talking about PlayStation gamers who buy a lot of fucking PlayStation games are also excited for like shit like South of Midnight. People who are excited for, you know, these other smaller fucking titles. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of spending 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, make high quality games at lower fucking costs that can be middle of the road games that you can produce in like 1 to 2 years, instead of spending 5 fucking years making a game that you scrap at the fucking end. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. And again, if they don't want to affect the teams that they currently have that make big games, there are a ton of smaller fucking teams that make quality fucking games. Go pick up a couple of studios. for like fucking spend 50 million, get like, I don't know, 10 smaller fucking studios that just pump out fucking games, dog. Like that's the shit that I'm talking about, bro. Like they have no foresight and absolutely nobody telling them that, dog, this doesn't make sense that so many games are getting canceled, bro. And again, I know your excuse. Your excuse is, I don't care. I don't like live service games anyway. Go fuck yourself with the live service game. All right, cool. You feel that way, but the main games you play is live service games. But you can't understand why Sony is making live service games. Yes, it may not be their forte, but nigga, it's clear that they are going to try and get into this market no matter what the fuck we say, no matter what the fuck you say, they're going to try and break into this market. They need to go about it differently, sure. But for the gamers that are that love the shit that PlayStation Studios create, for the gamers that love to have a wide variety of games to play, PlayStation needs to stop having every one of their studios spending 4 to 5 years making a game. I'm sorry that y'all might not agree with that, but I fucking agree with that 1000%. And again, like I said, some of the best games in the world that I've played have not taken 5 years to make. As a matter of fact, I can't even believe that it took them 2 years to fucking make. But something has to change. And either it's going to change in that way, or it's going to change in another way, with the console just not being a viable thing for them. And none of y'all really want that to fucking happen. Like, y'all want to have the fucking PlayStation console, but what about when it gets to the point where they're like, okay, it's taking us so many years to make these fucking games, fuck this goddamn console, nigga. Which I don't think that they would do, because PlayStation is a big part of, you know, Sony's revenue streams and things like that, which is why they don't even go day and date, right? Which, in my mind, a lot of that is going to change as well. If they don't kick this PC shit all together, it seems like they're only getting more integral. And it seems like they're going to, you know, they started with the live service games already going day and date, right? There are single player games that are going day and date, which PlayStation funded but do not own, like Lost Soul Aside and what was that other fucking game? Lost Soul Aside. There was another fucking game that they fucking funded. Oh my god, I can't remember what the other shit was, but it was from the China Hero project. It was from the China Hero project. But those games are single player games. Those games are funded by Sony, and those games are day and date on PC. You can make whatever excuse you want to make. It is the same fucking thing. So what if I'm Sony and I see success from those China Hero project games going day and date, and then I'm looking at my own games like, why am I not putting these day and date? And to be fair, I think the campaign that Microsoft is running is going to lead. Listen, I want to say this in a way where y'all truly understand where the fuck I'm going with. The campaign that Microsoft is currently doing, while everybody is laughing, kikiing, and ha-haing at all of the Xbox games coming to PlayStation, right? There's only going to be 1 or 2 outcomes to this. There's only going to be 1 or 2 outcomes to this. One of the outcomes is Xbox is truly phasing out their hardware side of things, and they're going to totally move to being a third-party publisher and say, fuck all of this hardware shit. That might happen. Do I think that's likely to happen? Maybe. If Microsoft is as cunning as I think they are, if they are as ruthless as I think they are, they have the ability, especially now with putting their games on PlayStation, they have the ability to wait out PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? And they get to wait out PlayStation while PlayStation is funding them, waiting them out. Listen, say what you want. Say what you want. But I've thought about all of the ways that this shit could end, and there's only one scenario that ends great in Sony's favor, right? Now, the other scenario, however, is that uh the stockholders, the shareholders, the people who actually run the fucking company, right? The people who actually tell Sony and the executives what the fuck is going to happen. Not what they want to do, but what is going to happen. Those people start seeing the amount of money that's being made, the amount of money that's being paid out to fucking Microsoft for the games that are going to PlayStation. They're going to see this. And they're going to be like, dude, why in the fuck are they making so much money off of us and we're not making any money off of them? Shareholders don't give a fuck if you're a fan of anything. They don't give a fuck. There's only one thing that speaks to them, and that is money. That is fucking money. That is money. Why do you think PlayStation is putting their games on PC? Because of money. Because of money. They don't care about your feelings. They only care about increasing the amount of profit that they make. That's all the fuck they give about. That's all they care about. Just like in the hospital field, dude, these corporate entities that own these fucking hospitals, these shareholders that have crazy fucking stock in these hospitals, they don't care if you live or die, nigga. They want to know how much money they have made from investing in this company. You dying? Nigga, you was a casualty of war, nigga. We don't care. We don't care. You was a casualty, nigga. You was a casualty in all this. How much money did we make? That's all that fucking matters. So if the people on PlayStation side, which also might be invested in Microsoft, which might also be invested in Nintendo, right? If they're seeing that so much money is being made by Microsoft off the backs of the PlayStation product, at what point do they turn around and be like, you know what? Maybe we should be putting our shit everywhere. Maybe we should put our shit everywhere. Again, I know y'all don't want to hear this because you 9 times out of 10, you want to hear something negative about Microsoft and something positive about Sony. But we have seen these sort of games being played. We have seen the way Sony has pretty much acquiesced to all of these demands, you know what I'm saying, that seem to benefit Microsoft even over PlayStation itself. And I think Microsoft is playing a more internal game while everybody else is looking at the external results, right? Everybody is looking at the external results. How do you think it is that Phil Spencer has been able to pretty much predict a lot of what the fuck is going to happen? And a lot of what the fuck has been happening prior to it ever happening, as if he's talking for the industry instead of speaking for himself. You think it's all a coincidence? You think it's all a coincidence? Oh, okay. Okay. See? Listen. That is only theoretical, William. It is only theoretical. But you know what I will say, William? Here's what I will say, William. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say, even though that is what has been said in the Sony Q&A, I'm still going to stick by there's a bigger play here, and that I believe that some other things are going to happen here. And I think a lot of what I said is still going to be true. I still think they're going to look at the money in and money out. I think they're going to be looking at how much money is being made off of other platforms. And I think that unless Microsoft's true plan is to get out of the industry as far as hardware goes, I think it's a possibility that they could be maneuvering in a way which will, I don't want to say force. I don't want to say force. That's going to put Sony in a position where they have to make some decisions that they may have not made in other situations. Again, I know to the fans of PlayStation and to the fans of Sony, this is not the greatest outcome that you want to see. And we all want to laugh at Xbox. I know I do. We all want to laugh at Xbox and all their games coming over to PlayStation. You know what? I got a bone to pick. I got a bone to pick too. I definitely got a bone to pick. Because I seen way too many people happy for some shit that I know that they don't play, bruh. Y'all niggas don't play Age of Empires, bruh. Y'all don't even play Civilization, and Civilization is already on PlayStation. But I seen way too many people looking excited for Age of Empires, and too many people excited for fucking Flight Simulator. And I don't even think Flight Simulator was even fucking announced as a game coming to PlayStation, but I've seen way too many people happy about fucking... Listen. I seen way too many people happy about Starfield that didn't think that Starfield was good enough for them to buy a $200 console if they really wanted to play Starfield. Or a $400 console if they wanted to play Starfield on the X. But it's an accumulated thing. It's an accumulated thing. Well, see, that's the difference. That's the difference though, William. You actually played that game on PC. You got to remember, the PlayStation guys I'm talking about is the ones who refused to get a PC because they said they don't want to play with keyboard and mouse and yada yada yada, and they want to be hooked up to a TV and all that. See, you're an outlier. You're an outlier here. Just like my guy Forsaken is an outlier. Him and his League of Legends ass. Y'all are outliers. No. The ones that I'm talking about is the console only people who seem to be extremely excited about Age of the Empires and Age of Mythologies and all of this shit coming to PlayStation, but they don't even play them types of games that's already on PlayStation. And hear me out. If you're excited for Flight Simulator, if you was excited for Hi-Fi Rush, if you was excited for Sunset Overdrive, if you was excited, and I only mention Sunset Overdrive because for some reason everybody wants that shit to come to PlayStation, and God, no, absolutely not. Fuck no. Hell no. You're excited for Forza. You're excited for the potential of Starfield coming, right? I've named probably like 6 or 7 games already. You mean to tell me 6 or 7 games wasn't enough for you to go and buy a console that has those games there ready for you to play? Something is not computing for me. Something just doesn't sit right with me when I think of it in that way. There is clearly 8 to 10 games that you want to play that's on an Xbox console, but you refuse to buy an Xbox console to play the fucking game. Like, that's what's boggling my mind. Now they're telling me that they don't like PC. So I'm assuming if you don't like PC, then Xbox is the next best option to play these fucking games, right? But you want to play these games when they come to PlayStation. But I'm off. That something just isn't computing for me. And the reason why it doesn't make any sense is the category of games that you want to play. If those games had come from PlayStation, they wouldn't even play those games on the PlayStation. That's why I say PlayStation fans have got to be some of the most hypocritical, or let me give PlayStation fans a break, because maybe it's not PlayStation fans, right? Maybe it's Xbox fans who kind of saw what was happening with Xbox that jumped to PlayStation, and now they're seeing all of those Xbox games coming over to PlayStation, and maybe they're the ones that are excited for it, which really baffles my mind. Hold on. Let me tell you. Now that really baffles my mind. And the reason why that baffles my mind, because if that is the truth, you mean to tell me you want to pay for the game on PlayStation, but you would only rent the game when it was on Xbox? That don't seem confusing. It's confusing as hell to me, man. And I've been trying to make sense of this ever since. I can tell you, as a person who played Flight Simulator, nah, y'all niggas ain't finna play that game. Y'all ain't. You would probably buy it, which is even weirder. You would buy it, you would turn it on and never play it again. I don't know why you would buy it, because it's clearly not a game that you give a fuck about. But that game is for a special type of person. Shout out to my man Sarge. Shout out to Court. Court had the full. I could just see him with his goddamn flight stick and everything. Thank you for you. You're now flying Court Airlines. Like, I'm talking about the man put on a full goddamn show when he was playing that game. Oh yeah, so now we're gonna check our gauges. We are now at 10,000 feet, and I'm like, yo, wait, hold on, wait a minute. You got to be a special type of person to want to play Flight Simulator. That's number one. Forza, I maybe can see, because not everybody is into like sim racing, and you know, PlayStation has GT7, which is the greatest fucking sim racer ever, but they don't have an arcade racer, so to speak, of their own, right? So here's another thing that's a little tricky for me. Me playing the Crew Motorsport felt just like Forza Horizon. Now, I might, because I haven't played Forza since the shit came out, but I might be wrong. But if y'all really wanted to play a sort of festival arcade racer like that, the Crew Motorsport is like a complete ripoff of Forza. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, that shit is like a complete ripoff of Forza Horizon. Also, Need for Speed, which to me is still the fucking greatest arcade racer ever, above all. Nigga, they just put out Outbound, Need for Speed Bound, I think, something like that. That game is dope as fuck. So y'all wasn't excited for that, but y'all are excited for Forza. I just need to understand what it is. Is it more of y'all just being happy that Xbox games are coming to PlayStation? Because it can't be the games themselves. It cannot be the games themselves. Are y'all just happy to be like, ha ha, Xbox dudes, we got your games? But it's weird, because y'all buy those games, but then y'all don't buy the dope ass games that Sony, you know, it's kind of hard for me to, it's hard for me to look at it that way, because that's crazy. That's crazy. And I have started wondering, what if these games start to do a little bit better than the actual first party games that Sony puts out on their platform? How are you niggas gonna explain that one? How are y'all gonna explain it? Because y'all seem to be able to explain everything else. I just want to know how y'all gonna be able to explain that one. Oh no, I didn't say anything about GT. No, listen, GT7 it's in a world of its own, man. I think the new GT7 is at like 13 or 14 million or something like that, something close to 15 million. So no, I'm not speaking in terms of that. I'm just saying, when I look at the people who are, maybe they're pretending, the people who are pretending to be excited about some of these games that are coming over from Xbox to the PlayStation, it's confusing. It's confusing as shit. The thing that lets me know that these niggas don't really give a fuck about these games is because they were happy to hear Hi-Fi Rush was coming, and Hi-Fi Rush didn't really make a fucking dent. That shit didn't even that shit didn't make a dent. So lies. Lies. I still don't understand the Sea of Thieves shit. Good Lord. Oh my God. for the love of God and everything that's good, I don't understand Sea of Thieves. I don't understand the appeal of Sea of Thieves. I don't understand how the fuck Sea of Thieves came to the PlayStation and sold the way that it did. I don't understand it at all in any capacity. In any capacity. Again, what really baffled the fuck out of me is that for the month that Sea of Thieves dropped, that shit was charting higher than some fucking PlayStation games that are of way better quality. I mean, obviously that shit fell off the map as of now. Like, you don't even hear about that shit or see it. But the simple fact that that shit came over here and charted as high as it did, I'm starting not to believe y'all when y'all be saying that these Xbox games is garbage, bro. I'm not believing y'all when y'all say that these Xbox games is garbage, bro. I can't believe that, and also believe that, you know, you guys really fucking want these games. I can't because again, Hi-Fi Rush didn't fucking chart. Pentiment, I don't think I know one person that bought Pentiment, bro. I didn't see that shit nowhere. Grounded, nigga, that shit is on sale every fucking month. Don't nobody want to play Honey I Shrunk the Fuck niggas. Nobody wants to play that bullshit. Nobody. Shit never sold. I don't see anybody fucking playing it. I don't see anybody talking about it. I don't see any PlayStation versions of that game anywhere. And I'm sure there's at least one or two people that done bought it. I am sure there's at least one. What's up, Barry? I'm sure that there's at least one or two people who bought that shit. But I can't believe y'all. I can't believe y'all. So the Age of Mythology thing, where that's coming to PS5, I think Age of the Empires as well is coming to PS5, right? Like some version of that game is coming to PS5. I cannot believe that y'all are going to tell me that y'all want those games. There's just nothing on planet Earth that's going to convince me. There's nothing that's going to convince me that y'all really want those games. Because y'all don't ever talk about, like I said, Civilization 6. Y'all don't ever fucking talk about that game. There are other games like that on the PlayStation, and y'all don't talk about that game. Y'all don't talk about those games. But all of a sudden, y'all excited for that shit to come? Again, so now we got Age of Mythologies. Y'all excited for that. Starfield, y'all excited for that. Forza, y'all excited for that. Grounded, Sea of Thieves, Pentiment, and Hi-Fi Rush, y'all was excited for those games to come to the PlayStation. Y'all, now when I say excited for it to come, maybe that was just y'all being y'all, and y'all was just, Xbox fanboys, we getting your games, right? And maybe that's the truth. But if you are excited for every last one of those games, if you're excited for the possibility, I seen people pretend, it had to be pretend. I saw people pretending to be excited about a rumor that Hellblade 2 was coming to PlayStation. Let me be the first to tell you, because I beat that game. Let me be the first to tell you, stop the cap. Cut the bullshit. Cut the malarkey. Stop it. Stop while you're ahead. But the only thing that's confusing me is that with all of this fake excitement, you never saw fit to go and purchase a device that could play these games. And I think that is more worrisome of everything. Because if you really did want to play these games, there's no reason you shouldn't have owned the other platform to play these games. If you are indeed an actual gamer, I don't see why you wouldn't have owned the other platform to play these games. If you really thought these games were absolute doggy doo-doo, you didn't give a fuck about them, why are you excited now? Why are you excited now? I truly don't trust y'all as gamers. I don't trust y'all. I feel like y'all do a lot of shit for the internet, and I don't think y'all really feel the way that y'all be pretending to feel. And it's hard to take y'all word on some shit when, again, a gamer is gonna find a way to play the games that they want to play. Just saying. Just saying. All right. So, just to give a synopsis, we have discussed PlayStation being completely the fuck out. PlayStation is still completely down. PlayStation attributed that to maintenance and nothing else. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. Hold on. PlayStation UI and UX team laid off. More Xbox games are coming to PlayStation. Get excited. The whole slate's coming. The whole slate's coming. But this was one that I thought was interesting. Again, it's another one of those PlayStation just being sort of kind of tone deaf, to say the least. Apparently, shout out to William Aguilar. He put up, I bookmarked this when the PlayStation Network was determined to be out. Here it is, right here. Shout out to Zuby. Insomniac Games CEO Ted Price on Resistance 4. Resistance 4, we did pitch that one. It was a wonderful concept in terms of timing and market opportunity. It didn't work out. It was the result a lot of Insomniac team members being passionate about extending the story further, because I do believe that Resistance set up a really cool alternate history base where anything can happen with the Chimera, where they go and what their origins are. We spent a lot of time working on backstory and brainstorming on where we could take this in the future. Personally, I love this franchise. I was fortunate enough to be creative director on the first two Resistances, and I will remember many, many moments, good and bad, viscerally. We love the fan response. We know the fans ask regularly if we're going to do another Resistance. There is no answer to that, but I will say we pitched Resistance 4 and it was pretty cool. So they pitched Resistance 4. They did. Clearly it wasn't greenlit. Clearly it never got made. And yeah, it was a pretty cool thing, man. And I do believe that too, see, Wolfgang. See, that's one of the issues that I have, right? Like, I don't mind remasters and remakes, right? I really don't. I really don't mind it. I'm not gonna be one of those people to pretend like I give a fuck about. I'm gonna tell you what I don't care for and what we seem to get. We seem to get games remastered that were made only a few years ago. You know what I mean? Like, that already looked visually stunning, that already had really good controls, right? And I just don't understand why they keep making those types of remasters when they could really be bringing old franchises back to life, bro. They could be bringing old franchises. They could be bringing the Legends of Legaia, Legends of the Dragoon. They could be bringing back old franchises. Hell, they could have made a new Siphon Filter, man. They could have made or even remade the old Siphon Filters, because the old Siphon Filters, first of all, you know what? I'm not even gonna go in on Siphon Filters today, man. They God bless Ben Studios, who used to be, I think, what, 989 Studios before, but God bless them guys. But they could have brought those games back to life and reimagined them and things like that, right? I mean, we saw how great a God of War reimagining was for God of War franchise. Why haven't we done that with old PlayStation games? Why is there no PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale remade, right? With updated characters, with, dog, come on, man. Like, fuck, dog. I just, y'all gotta understand, man. I feel like Sony has all of the perfect, they have all of the fucking stones. They have all of the goddamn stones in the fucking the gauntlet, the Thanos. You know what I mean? But it's just like, dog, why aren't they doing it, bro? Why are they not doing it, bro? Why is there not another PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, bro? With all of the new PlayStation characters, hell, with returning like Square Enix characters, returning fucking Capcom characters. You know what I'm saying? The love letter that they did with Astrobot, bro. Oh my god. Man. Bro, the more I think about it, the more I be like, damn, dog, there's so much opportunity with that game. Like, and it's just like nothing. I feel like it wouldn't even cost that much to make. It's not even gonna be like a super huge title, bro. And there's so much opportunity for them to add new characters and shit like that. I mean, why? Why not? Why not? I mean, why not make a remake of Sly Cooper, right? Like, why not make a remake of Jack and Daxter? You know, just something that's something that they put out mid-gen, or you know, something like in the middle of your super huge exclusives. You have these games that are fucking legacy games that you're bringing back to life and breathing new life into. Like, why are they not doing that? I mean, I'm talking about giving it the same treatment that Ratchet and Clank got, you know, building it up. I don't, I feel like that's such a miss. And maybe they don't see it that way, which is why we never got it. You know, there's other things, man, like a fucking New Ridge Racer or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things that I wonder why they just left it in the past, and instead of trying to bring it back, man. I mean, imagine them bringing back that game, Dead to Rights. And that wasn't even a PlayStation exclusive game, right? Like, just imagine them bringing back Dead to Rights. Dead to Rights would be such a fucking dope game to see get remade and you know, be put in one of these new engines with updated visuals, controls, and shit like that. Like, why are we not getting stuff like that? I mean, Capcom finally getting they shit together and bringing us Onimusha. Was Capcom over Dead to Rights? Who was Dead Rights? That's interesting. Who? Let me see. Dead to Rights. 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 Dead to Rights was Volatile Games, Rebellion Development, and Widescreen Games, and it was in Namco. Dude, that would be crazy if they brought back Dead to Rights. Dead to Rights was such a dope ass game. I don't know if y'all remember that, but Dead to Rights was such a dope ass game. That would be something that you would bring back to life and breathe new life into, or something like that. But there's a lot of games like that. It's not just those. I'm only giving you a few examples of some of the shit that could have been done through time, right? And maybe there's some problems with licensing and things like that. Maybe the studios no longer exist. Maybe some of the voice actors no longer exist. I mean, if that's the case, then cool. But I feel like it could always be voiced over again by somebody new. Like I don't know, man. I don't know what the problem would be with this shit, man. It's just disheartening when you fucking look at the shit that they announce. Hey, we're gonna put out fucking Horizon Zero Dawn remastered. Nigga, why? What? Why? What? Oh man. Oh boy. I mean, god damn, dog. I'm just like, bruh. That game was one of the best fucking looking games, even while it was on the PlayStation 4, my nigga. And then you remake, well, not even remake, but sort of kind of remake, because I feel like they put the Horizon Forbidden West, they put that mojo on it. You know what I'm saying? But I just like, I feel some type of way, bro. I feel like Sony has so much potential. And it's like, I don't know why it feels like they can never reach their full potential, because every time they get in a good space, it's like they fuck it up for themselves, man. And I just don't know how or why, bro. I don't know why, man. It's just like, maybe that's just how it is when you're such a fucking huge company like that, man. It's just too many moving pieces or something. And, you know, maybe it's also a downtrend in people actually buying games, right? Like, you always have the outliers, and everybody likes to mention the outliers, but the outliers are not the masses, bro. Right? Like, you're not gonna recreate the success of Wukong, right? Like, that's something that comes once in a blue moon. Hell, I don't even think you're gonna recreate the success of Marvel Rivals. I feel like that team just happened to choose the right character sets. They had access to Marvel characters, which if you, I guess, take away Marvel in that scenario, probably doesn't feel like the same game anymore. If they don't have Marvel characters to fall back on, I guess it's not enough nostalgia to keep people entertained in that sense. And what's even crazier, right, is there's two games that are closing down, fucking live service games. I saw it in passing. I think it was Paladins and Smite. I think those were the two games that were gonna shut down, or they were gonna stop developing on it or something like that. And I was just like, dog, it in this live service arena, it's hard to become one of the big players. And that doesn't mean that you stop trying. I just don't know if they're gonna put as much effort in trying to break through this. But also, I still don't see what the benefit of Bungie was. I despised that Bungie purchase ever since they announced it. I thought it was a terrible, terrible acquisition. I don't know what it was in regards to, because if it was in regards to that Activision Blizzard King shit, that was fucking stupid, because, nigga, Activision Blizzard King has been around for quite some time, bro. And those games, even with the Destiny games being as successful as they were, I guess, in the beginning, I don't think they were ever near the success of Call of Duty. And if you were never going to make those games exclusive, I don't see how it was an answer to Call of Duty. And I guess it was just a revenue thing. You know, maybe they felt like, hey, we'll bring in this revenue from Destiny and shit like that, and it might help with some revenue that might be lost from COD if things didn't go the way they wanted to. But shit, things are going swimmingly with COD, and they didn't have to do a single fucking thing, which means Bungie didn't even really have to be fucking bought. Because if you're gonna tell me you bought Bungie to help with your live service offerings, yeah, 12 canceled games, I don't think that was a good buy. I don't think that was a good buy. But let's be clear, I've been consistent in saying I didn't really care for that Bungie purchase, that I thought that Bungie purchase was fucking stupid, and especially seeing at the end of the day what they were saying was going to be done with Bungie. Um, and the only course of action that I thought would make any sense in the purchase of Bungie would be them creating new teams with people within Bungie, and then having them create exclusive titles with those teams that they built within Bungie. And it seems like that portion of it is sort of kind of true. Again, it still remains to be seen, but we'll figure that out. I guess the things that we have to look forward to from PlayStation first party would be Wolverine coming out this year, Ghost of Yotei, which I am super excited for Ghost of Yotei. I can't wait to fucking play it. I wonder if they're gonna have some callbacks to Jin in Ghost of Yotei, because I think Ghost of Yotei is like several hundred years after Ghost of Tsushima. So that's gonna be interesting. I hope that they have made improvements where they could with Ghost of Yotei, and it ain't just another Ghost of Tsushima game with a different character. I hope that she has her own styles and things. It's going to be an interesting time when Ghost of Tsushima drops. I remember playing Ghost of Tsushima, and I spent like every bit of like 2 weeks fucking playing that game. And then when the Legends came out, I was in love, bro. And one thing about Sony is they know how to cut a good thing off, my nigga. They made one raid and that was it, bro. They could have expanded on that in so many ways and turned that Ghost of Tsushima Legends into its own thing, and that could have been one of their live service offerings. Yet they did not do that, and I can't begin to tell you guys why they didn't do that. I can't. Ghost of Tsushima Legends was so good and so well done, bro. And dude, it was just so fun to fucking play that game. It's so fun to play that game. That's why I say I don't know why they chose the road that they chose. I don't know why they decided that they didn't really want to further expand on it. And like the only reason why I stopped playing it is because it kind of ran out of content. And after you've done everything, it's like, dog, what am I doing now? Like, what am I doing now? And I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But they made the decision that they made. Again, when it comes to Ghost of Yotei, while I'm excited for Ghost of Yotei, I would have loved. I would have loved to see a return of Cole McGrath. I would have. I would have loved to see a return of Cole McGrath in Infamous. And I get it. I understand it. I don't think a lot of people bought Infamous, right? And it's very clear with Sony, once they do something that's successful, they just keep running with whatever they did that was successful. And, it's like all the other shit that wasn't successful, nigga, fuck that shit. We tried and it is what it is. But I would have loved to see another Infamous. Fuck Delson, because the fuck. But I would have definitely loved to see Cole McGrath return, man. Him and Zeke, it's one hell of a team. That's the thing. They never emphasized whether or not Cole died from that explosion. They just left it on a cliffhanger, so to speak. But nah, I don't think he's dead. And if they ever wanted to bring him back, nobody played Legends. Yeah, you're wrong about that. You're wrong about that. People did play Legends. I know I played Legends. I know Persona played Legends. I know Mr. Pio played Legends. I know Jay Bari played Legends. I knew a lot of people that were playing Legends. It wasn't that. Now, granted, there were people who weren't playing, so I'm not taking away from your experience, Caleb, and maybe you didn't play Legends, and that's fine, but I did. I definitely enjoyed it. I know a whole lot of people who did. It was never a problem getting into any games. It was never a problem getting into any raids, but they was like, yeah, fuck that shit, dog. They was like, yeah, fuck that shit, dog. So, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But I do hate to see that Infamous more than likely won't make a return. I would love to see a new Puppeteer game, which we probably will never see. I would have loved to see another y'all remember that game that was kind of sort of like GTA? I think it was called Getaway or something like that. That shit was from London Studio. I would love to have seen another Getaway game. There's so many games from PlayStation that I would love to see. There's also games from Ubisoft that I would love to see, like Driver. I would love to see another Driver. And dude, I just don't see them making another Driver. Maybe they will, but I don't see them making another Driver. We do got Death Stranding 2 that is coming out at some point in time. I don't know when that's going to be. Maybe we find out at the rumored state of play. I'm going to go ahead and say that those fellows are right because they have seemed to be right about predicting everything that PlayStation has done. But this one seems a little off because they believe that the state of play is going to be on Valentine's Day, which I really don't believe that that's going to be the fact. Because usually state of plays fall on like a Thursday. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. I have no problem with being wrong, and it is what it is. I was thinking about that the other day, Caleb. I was thinking about it, and I said to myself, dog, I do want another Uncharted. And I to be honest with you, I don't really care. Like, at this point when they do an Uncharted, I want to see Nathan Drake in his old dad bag with the fucking gray beard and shit like that, fucking gray hairs. And maybe his daughter gets like kidnapped or something, and nigga, he got to come out for one last ride or something like that. Like that would be fucking dope as shit. That would be dope as shit. I would love to see another Uncharted. Now, again, where they take it, it would depends. Hell, maybe it's different. Maybe Drake gets fucking kidnapped or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And you play as the daughter, and you got to figure out how to save your father and shit like that. Like that would be some insane shit too. That would be dope as hell too. I would love to see something in the vein of that. Will we ever see it? Probably, I don't know. Probably not. I mean, the fact that I want to see it means that we probably won't see it. So who knows? Who knows? That's taken. Yeah. Actually, that would be taken. If it was that way, if it was the daughter being kidnapped, then it would be taken. But what if Drake and goddamn, what was his wife's name? Oh my God. I haven't played that shit in way too long. What if Drake and his wife got kidnapped and the daughter was kind of hiding out or whatever, and she saw the shit happening, she saw them being taken away, and then she got to end up Elena. Yeah. And she got to find a way to help them, right? And she recruits the help of like Nadine and fucking other old girl from fucking Uncharted Lost Legacy, and they got to figure out how to fucking save Drake. Like that would be crazy. That more chance of Nathan getting killed and we play the daughter. Nah, I don't think that would be, because you got to understand, Uncharted has always been more of a lighthearted game. It's not like The Last of Us where that shit is rated M for fuck your whole life up, nigga, and have you talking about the game for years. Um, it's always been more of a lighthearted game, and I think it was rated T for teen. I don't think Uncharted was ever rated M for mature. So I don't think that it would be Nathan Drake getting killed. And plus, you got to understand, Nathan has to be one of the luckiest dudes in the fucking world, bro. Like, some of the scenarios that he's gotten out of, it just doesn't make any sense for an actual human to be able to get out of some shit like that, right? But this would definitely be a journey. It would be something where the daughter would have to learn survivability skills and shit like that, or you probably have like Nadine, because she's like a militia motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? What was it, Chloe? Nadine and Chloe? Where am I getting the name Chloe from? I think it was Chloe. No, was it Nadine and Chloe in Lost Legacy? Nathan's health is his luck. Yeah. Okay. So it was Chloe, Nadine and Chloe. I would love to see it, man. I would love to see that Uncharted. I would love to see that happen. That would be fucking amazing. But will we see it? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. And you know what? It's funny that you brought that up, Caleb, because I swear I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, damn, we need another Uncharted. We definitely need another Uncharted. Like after 4, I was like, nah, I don't think we need no more Uncharted right now. But now I'm ready for another Uncharted, dog. I'm ready for another Uncharted, man. They explained that the screen effect in Uncharted is like a lucky meter. The near misses are what trigger the gray screen until his luck runs out and then you get shot. That is actually funny as hell because I do remember hearing or seeing something about that. I absolutely remember hearing something about that, and you could have fooled me, nigga, because I was catching them bullets, nigga. I saw it. I, I saw it, man. I was getting shot the fuck up, especially when you put that shit on the fucking super ultra hard mode, nigga. Like, nah. Nah, that nigga was getting shot up. Oh man, but it's crazy that they phrase it that way. It is crazy that they phrase it that way. All right. Well, we have made it to the end of the show. I definitely do appreciate everybody coming through and vibing out early this morning. That was just a few things that I ended up wanting to talk about today because I was just like, man, this shit just it doesn't seem to be getting any fucking better. I do have plans of doing another show probably at around 4 or 5 with a whole set of other topics. But I really wanted to focus this show on PlayStation, not even more so on Xbox. This was just more of a me ranting because god damn it, man. I really need PlayStation to step up this year, man. I really need them to do better. I'm gonna be the first to tell you I'm not really feeling the direction that they moving in, and um also, man, shout out to those guys at Whoops. Make sure you guys tune in. Hopefully they doing a show today. But I think they're gonna be making a few announcements if they haven't already done so. And I hope it ain't. I hope it doesn't go to where I think it's gonna go. I'm hoping that, because you guys, like I've always told people, you guys have the best PlayStation podcast on the fucking net. I think you do a very good job of conveying the messages that you want to get out. And we need that sort of, because there's not a lot of legit fans out here for real. It's a lot of people pretending to be PlayStation fans. So I mean, I guess we'll see what happens in the future, in the near future. But I definitely want to say, whichever way you guys decide to go, I most certainly wish you guys all the best. And upon your return, because you will return. You will return. If you ever leave, you will be back. You ain't going to be able to stay away. You know why you ain't going to be able to stay away? Because it's going to eat at your soul. You're going to see all of these people who are just, it's going to turn your stomach inside out. You're not going to want to see the shit that you hear, and you're going to want to get your thoughts and shit out on what's going on, and you'll be back. You will be back. PSN was working for me around midnight. Phil Spencer is holding Thrash hostage in Castle Grayskull. Nah, Thrash got a new channel now. He got a new channel. I don't know if you guys have the new channel. And hold on. I guess I'll put it up real quick, just in case for the people who don't have the new channel thus far. Let's see. Yep, channel is still up. Let's see. Here we go. There you go. That is the new channel. I'll pin it to the top of the chat. Oh, hold on. Let me check on my guys, man. Cause boy, I am 100% sure. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Ooh. GTA 6, I guess apparently in the quarterly earnings, Take-Two said that GTA 6 is most definitely coming out this fall. Here's the thing. I remember they most definitely said that GTA 5 was coming out and that shit was delayed. They most definitely said that shit was coming, and I'm sure of it that it was fucking delayed. So fall of this year, they seem pretty sure of it. I will tell you this much. I am really excited to play this new GTA 6. I really don't give a fuck if the GTA Online is there at launch or not. I don't care if that shit is sold separately. I really don't give a fuck. I cannot wait to play GTA 6. I love it because they back in my home. They back in my stomping grounds. You know what I'm saying? So, it's going to be great to see how accurate that shit is. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see what Ryan McCaffrey, Chiclet Teeth, got to say. Let's see what Chiclet Teeth.
From this day forward, anybody who says they're surprised when, not if, Halo, Fable, and Gears follows this and goes to PlayStation, you're lying to yourself at this point. So you should not be surprised at this point moving forward. From this day forward, anybody who says they're surprised when, not if, Halo, Fable, and Gears follows this and goes to PlayStation, you're lying to yourself at this point. So you should not be surprised at this point moving forward. From this day...
I agree, but, I'm glad that Ryan McCaffrey has finally come to his senses. He finally understands where this is going, and he doesn't have to cry anymore. I mean, it is what it is. Do you care if Xbox has console exclusives? It's really entertaining to see that 54.9% of Jez Corden's followers care about Xbox exclusives, which I'm assuming those are the Xbox console owners. I'm assuming the 45.1% that says no, they're already on a PC, so it doesn't really fucking matter to them. But it's funny to see that the same people who are gonna tell you that exclusives are bad and shit, they now want exclusives. This is one of the ones that I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save this for the next show because I want to go into this and I want to laugh. I want to laugh about this with you guys later on. So I'm not gonna get to it just yet. We'll be back to that. Metal Gear Solid is PS5 Pro Enhanced. Great. Who is this? And this is the Avowed lady.
What are we doing here? I mean, Avowed is obviously coming to PlayStation 5 at some point. I know you can't say anything, but just as it is obviously coming to PlayStation 5 at some point. What are we doing here? I mean, Avowed.
Damn. Not only did she smile about that shit, but she gave him a head nod. Like, yeah, it is. Again, a game I'm not interested in at all. Avowed is, I guess from this, people took it that Avowed is coming to PlayStation at some point or whatever. I don't know if it is. Maybe she was just doing that out of a nervous tick or something like that. But she definitely did look as if she, you know. Yeah, it might, dog. It might be, dog. It might come, dog. It might. Oh, PSN back on? PSN back on? Nope. Hold on. Nope. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I got to do it one more time for you. I'm gonna do my Jedi mind trick. I'm gonna make it. PSN, come back on. Come back on, PSN. Let me rub my head. Come back on. I ain't even gonna give y'all a pause for that because I was actually rubbing my head, my actual forehead. Come back on. All right. Are we back up? Nope. Still experiencing issues. All right. Let's see what the We Bleed Green team, let's see what they up to today.
And by the way,
let's go ahead and get to the show.
I want to dedicate this candle to the last, I think it's the last PlayStation exclusive. Another one has Death Stranding. Another one is...
This came out of nowhere.
Out of fucking left field, let me tell you.
Yo,
Death Stranding on Xbox. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, be right back. And I bought it. I didn't even wash my face, brush my teeth. I went straight to the Xbox and bought it just to talk shit. And by the way,
let's go ahead and get to the show.
I want to dedicate this candle to the last.
Hey. Hey, look. Shout out to y'all, nigga. Hey, after 5 years, you got Death Stranding, big dog. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, big dog. Hey, whatever the deal Kojima and PlayStation came to, that's where it ended up, big dog. It is what it is.
Publisher, and you tell them that they're going to become a third-party publisher.
Bro, are y'all telling me that these motherfuckers have multiple fucking shows that they be on? Like I'm not even talking about like just one or two, bro. I swear to God, I see them on way too many of this. Like, what? How many fucking Xbox shows do they have, bro? Like, what is this? What is this, bro? I don't, dog, what the fuck?
And they start putting games everywhere and your game stops selling. All right,
I feel like Phil is on some biblical shit with the way that he's flooding PlayStation, bro.
motherfuckers need a Noah's Ark on that bitch because they ain't nothing saving what's left out there, yo. It's just gonna be what Xbox puts there. God damn.
It's all fun and games now, but what happens when you drop Ghost of Yote and Xbox drops something the same week and your game doesn't sell that month the way that you wanted it to sell, or your game doesn't sell that year how you wanted it to sell because Xbox starved your game out by flooding the streets with their game?
Now, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. No. Hold on. I'm not going to laugh about this too soon. I am not going to laugh about this too soon. Because, again, there is way too many people cheering on these Xbox games that those same games, had they already been on PlayStation, they would have never purchased or touched any of those games. So hold on. I am not going. No. Hold on, Black Frost. Hold on, Black Frost. Don't speak too soon. Do not speak too soon. Listen, I know as much as it's like, oh, these niggas is nuts. It could very well turn out that way, bro. Will it? I don't know. A few years ago, I might have said, nah. But in the recent few years of excellent games coming exclusively to PlayStation and niggas totally looking past it and not purchasing those games, I can't say what he's saying is too far-fetched these days. Nah, Jay Bari, I know you love Ghost of Tsushima, and I know you love Ghost of Yote, but I really want you to look at the current climate that we're in, bro. I really want you to look at the current climate that we are in, bro. And you really have to understand that these aren't the same PlayStation gamers that were here years ago. Normally, I would have laughed at this and just kept it pushing, bro. I would have just laughed at this and kept it pushing. I would have been like, these niggas are crazy. I'm not going to do that. Because I saw what just happened to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm talking about a game that was much more quality. Listen. Again, y'all gotta start reading the room. Y'all gotta start reading the room with where the fuck we are right now. So, while y'all laughing and y'all like, haha, these niggas is bananas, I don't know if they are as bananas as you think they are. Now, they might be off, but I don't think that this is too far-fetched, because PlayStation gamers have seemed to be more excited about Xbox games than PlayStation games. So, y'all can laugh, but it's going to be a different situation. It'll be a different situation, man. What the fuck is this?
When we get into cutscenes, though, we can get a better understanding of the performance differential. This cutscene here is one of the more expensive ones in the game, and based on testing, it averages out to 56.7 frames per second on PS5 Pro, 51.24 FPS on PS5, and 47.13 FPS on Xbox Series X. The PS5 Pro version
the fuck is
especially
this?
looks nice thanks to the boost in image clarity that you get over the other versions. When we get into cutscenes
What is
though,
this?
we can get a better understanding of the performance differential. This cutscene here is one of the more expensive ones in the game, and based on testing, it averages out to 56.7 frames per second on PS5 Pro, 51.24 FPS on PS5, and 47.13 FPS on Xbox Series X. The PS5 Pro version especially looks nice thanks to the boost in image clarity that you get over the other versions. When we get into cutscenes though, we can get a better understanding of the performance differential. This cutscene
my main concern. I'll say it for the thousandth time. Playing Halo on PlayStation will be weird. It's not something.
Wait. So hold on. Playing Halo on your PlayStation would be weird, but wasn't this the same nigga that was championing Horizon Zero Dawn, playing that on his PC, talking about playing God of War on his PC? And y'all see why I call this nigga a hypocrite, bro. This nigga be on
Something that excites me, right?
You're dumb.
Oh, and he cut it in there. Oh, I'm so glad he did this, because I think it was Horizon and God of War.
Let people enjoy whatever they want to enjoy. If I want to play Horizon Zero Dawn on my PC, why do you care? I've already played it on the PlayStation 4. The game's 3 goddamn years old. Who cares? Matter of fact, I want to play this on the PC too. I don't want to play this on the PC too. How about that?
That would be my main concern. I'll say it for the thousandth time. Playing Halo on PlayStation will be weird. It's not something that excites me, right?
This dude is the biggest hypocrite I've ever seen. I don't see how y'all follow this nigga, bro. Like, I couldn't. You already see what his motives are. Like, you can see it clearly what his motives are. Like, it is fucking wild that anyone takes him as anything other than a Microsoft fanboy. I'm not even saying an Xbox fanboy. He is a Microsoft fanboy. What the fuck is this? Bro, what the hell is this? Oh, this is that Kingdom Come Deliverance shit. That's what that is.
I mean, I just worry that the multi-platform strategy is Xbox completely losing their identity. Like,
We hear that a
essentially, yeah, you hear that a lot. I've said it. I know a lot of other people said it. I'm pretty sure Destin asked Phil that directly.
But who cares? Who cares? The games are 3 to 4 years old. Who cares? You ever played this on my PC? I would have played this on my PC. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. But you don't think PlayStation games going to PC loses its identity, but you think Xbox games going to PlayStation loses their identity? Interesting.
But that would be my main concern. I'll say it for the thousandth time. Playing Halo on PlayStation will be weird. It's not something that excites me, right? But it's gonna happen. Yeah, it's gonna happen though. And then once it does happen, people will get used to it and you'll move on. But that initial shock of seeing that is gonna be extremely weird to me. So that would be the other concern. Like, is Xbox even a thing? Is it Ubisoft or EA? It is just.
Yeah, it would change the amount of money that they make by not selling Xboxes. That's what would happen if they sold the Series X for for $199.
A big third-party publisher at that point, and Xbox isn't doing things that separates them from what PlayStation does or from what Nintendo does. They're just games that you play on a console. Again, they're just Sega at that point.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. that yeah, that's kind of the point. Word. Satya is going to look at this and say, "You're right. It's only theoretical. Which theoretical next-gen Xbox would you buy?" Fucking hell. The one that requires me to play, the one that's required to play Xbox games, that's the theoretical one I would buy.
Version of its daddy, the Xbox Series X. People are talking about scalability, and that's not a problem because games scale all the time. But do you think something like the Xbox Series S with its, I think, is it 8 gig RAM? Correct me if I'm wrong.
10, isn't it?
But I know that kind of thing can cause problems. I know, with Terra Genesis, I developed it originally for iOS, and then we brought it to Android, and oh my god, the number of Android phones.
Yeah.
There's like 60,000 different models of Android phones across the world that are in active circulation, and the OS fragmentation is insane. Like when you make an app for the iPhone, it runs on iPhones. And when you make an app for the Android, you have to support these like random phones that were made in 1964 and only are offered in Lithuania. And like, if you don't, then you're going to get overwhelmed by customer support messages. And because apparently everybody in the world lives in Lithuania in the 60s, and it's crazy. And so that kind of thing, I know from experience, there have been features that we've been like, hey, this would be really cool, but we can't add it because it only runs on the very newest iPhones. And so why bother adding this cool new feature that isn't going to be able to run for so many of our players? So that kind of thing that developers are talking about with the Xbox Series S, I think it could cause a problem, because why would you develop a cool new feature if it's only going to run on the X and not on the S? And now you've got fragmentation of features at best, or a customer service nightmare at worst. It could be a real drag on how much developers want to innovate.
And that's the point.
There's a debate. I don't know if you.
God damn! Shut up. That's the point that we've been trying to get across for quite some time, and people just don't seem to understand what it is that we're getting at when we tell you guys, hey, it doesn't make any sense to have to, design a game for so many different configurations. And then people be like, but PC. Yeah. And if you're a person who owned a higher end card, you understand that just because you own the higher end card doesn't mean that your card is going to be taken advantage of. Like, I found that out ever since from the time that I had a 2080 Ti up to current. I realized that, to be honest with you, it feels like, to a certain degree, they don't even take advantage of the high-end cards in the way that they should. You have very few people like CD Projekt Red that, might be making some cool ass shit with path tracing and all of this stuff, right? But for the majority, that's the reason why PC games be looking suspect as fuck, dog, because they have to they have to account for the lowest common denominator, bro. And again, if you don't own a PC, then you have no idea of what the fuck I'm talking about, and you're probably in your head thinking, nah, this nigga crazy. No, I'm telling you, like, it's great, sure, you'll get higher frames and shit like that, but your game is generally gonna look exactly like the same way the game look on the lower end consoles, right? You're definitely gonna have a higher resolution for sure. That's without a fucking doubt. But the game isn't going to look any better. It's going to perform better because, you have better hardware being thrown at it. But at the same time, you can tell that this game was not designed for this fucking card. It wasn't designed with this card in mind. It was designed for lower end cards. So you're looking at some of the character models and things and thinking, damn, but I got a fucking 4090. They could have did much more. Yo, y'all keep coming back saying PSN is back up. All right. Are we green yet? No, we're still down. We're still down. Nope, still down. We still down, bro. We still down, bro. I ain't gonna lie though. You like the fourth person that came in here saying that PSN is back up.
To return the favor, or does their favorable position? Do you believe Sony is likely to return the favor, or does their...
I hope Sony isn't likely to return a favor, but some things are going to be out of the Sony executive hands when it comes to returning a favor if enough people show interest to an extent where it looks like they're leaving money on the table.
Their favorable position keep them from considering it? I don't know what you think about this one, Oliver, but I don't see Sony returning the favor. It just doesn't seem to make sense.
Why would they return a favor that they never asked for? When you return a favor, it's because you asked for a favor. You asked for a favor, a person did you a favor, then you return the favor. Sony didn't ask for them to put their games on PlayStation. They are basically saying, we see you as being a viable platform for us to make extra money. We're going to put our games on your platform.
Because, Xbox is basically a diversifying platform that's about more than just Xboxes. I'm not even sure there's enough Xbox consoles and potential sell-through there to make it happen. I don't know what you think.
No, I don't. I mean, outside of like limited efforts, like MLB The Show would be one exception. I really couldn't see it. I really couldn't.
MLB The Show is not a Sony thing. So if it wasn't for the MLB telling them that they had to do this, it would never happen.
See it. One exception would be something maybe that involves like a third-party deal, which you also see.
Nintendo is not going to block any games coming to the Switch because that's more games coming to the Switch. The reason why Sony isn't blocking any games coming from Xbox is because those are more games coming to the PlayStation, right? It's more, not less. So now it becomes a situation, and please understand me when I say this, it becomes a situation where, okay, I'm getting all of your games. I have a platform that has all of my games, all of the games that I'm, and keep in mind, they still have the China Hero Project, the India Hero Project, a lot of games that are coming to PlayStation that's probably never, ever, ever going to come to Xbox ever in fucking life. A lot of exclusive games that they can't muscle their way into, right? There is a lot of those games that still fucking exist. So now you have all of those games on PlayStation. You have all of Xbox games coming to PlayStation, and you have pretty much whatever game is on PC coming to PlayStation anyway. That is only a better thing for PlayStation. That is only a better thing for Nintendo. It only makes Xbox customers and Xbox as a brand seem more like a third party publisher situation than a brand that you would be looking at to purchase a console from them.
See with MLB The Show, like I could imagine Marvel coming in and saying, hey, for our new IP here, our new Mystery Man IP, we want you to be on all platforms.
Hey, shout out to Jenna Hayes. It looks like I missed one of your super chats here. It says they need to hire you as CEO of network infrastructure and content delivery. I bet this ish is ran by some old white dude that's out of touch with current technology, like at most companies. What Sony needs to do, truthfully, is they need to get their asses out of their heads and their heads out of their asses. I said that shit backwards. Jesus Christ. They need to get their heads out of their asses, and they need to do more testing. I mean, again, I'm not sure why the Sony network is out per se, right? I'm not sure why they're out. And it might just be a situation where they're doing some maintenance on the system, right? They might be doing some conversion. There are things where you would have to take a network offline in order to fix certain things about it, right? And there's no way to truly get around that. The thing is, the problem that they have is there is no transparency as to why the shit went down. And it's not likely that it's just a maintenance thing like what they said, because it's coming at a time where Monster Hunter Wilds is dropping their beta and none of your PlayStation players can fucking play it. Like that's the reason why something doesn't sit right with this, and why most people are probably looking at this like this is some form of an outage or they're being hacked or some shit like that, because of the timing. It just, the timing does not seem right. And for the people playing the beta, do they get an extended time with the beta now that the PlayStation Network is down? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you rectify this particular issue? And it went down for a lot of people, and a lot of developers are complaining that they're down, just like the folks from Marvel Rivals and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where there is something going on, and Sony needs to address whatever the fuck it is that is going on, if only to pacify their end users, because this could definitely end very badly for them if they don't handle this situation right. You know what I mean? And giving out some bullshit doesn't really pacify people like that, because there's already so much free shit on your platform. That's I mean, it just is what it is, man. Hopefully they get it together. But yeah, sick. Maybe they hacked because PC players mad. Monster Hunter Wilds runs bad on most PCs. I mean, it is what it is. Most games that come from Capcom run bad on fucking PC. I mean, it is what it is, man. At least when it's the open world, big open world games. Shit like Resident Evil runs just fine. And to be fair, like, their games don't really run great on everything. And I don't think it's a DDoS attack or something like that, something stupid. It would have to be more than just that. I mean, they're just gonna have to figure out what's what, and they're gonna have to figure out how to get that messaging out to the people. And hopefully the people listen to the messaging, and, you know, they take it at face value, and, you know, I guess we'll see. We'll see how things play out. Let's see. Oh, no, back. There we go. All right. What else we got? I wanted to go over this Sean Layden interview too, but I'm not going to do it right now. There was another interview too that I wanted to go over with you guys. Let's see.
I mean, keep eating the crap we give you, because that's all you have. That's all you have. And you know it.
You know, the funny thing about these folks, for real, y'all went from saying PlayStation will never get Xbox games to now, Xbox is diabolical for putting games on PlayStation. Like, it's a weird thing that's going on here that I don't really understand. And
all you get to do is eat Xbox games.
All you get to do is eat Xbox games. What? Wait, what? Yo, like, like, imagine this for a second. Imagine you thinking that somebody eating their own plate of food and also eating your plate of food is bad to the person that's eating both their plate of food and your plate of food. Like, what? These guys are not the brightest bulbs, my guy. Like, they are not the brightest bulbs, bro. They are not the brightest bulbs, bro. Yeah, see, you're getting money from Xbox, but you're also getting money from PlayStation. Yeah, you're gonna be getting too much money from Xbox. What? Wait, what? What? Yo, just listen to how this sound real quick. Yeah, but even though you're getting money on PlayStation, because keep in mind, PlayStation makes more revenue than fucking Microsoft, not Microsoft, but Xbox in terms of gaming. And they did that before they put any games on PlayStation. Now that just, they're doubling and tripling down on that. Like, what are you talking about? So now you're gonna get your own money, but then listen, then we're just gonna keep giving you so much money that you're not gonna be able to get your own money. Like, what the fuck? Yo, yo, and keep in mind, these games are so great that they won't even pay for them. Just wrap your mind around this. The games that Xbox is putting on PlayStation is so great that they don't even see the point in buying the games on Xbox. How do they make this shit work in their mind? I really need to know how the fuck they make this, how they work these out. They work these things out in their minds, and somehow they find the silver lining. They find some form of a silver lining that makes them look even fucking stupider, bro. Like what? What? Yo, do you realize the games that Microsoft is putting on PlayStation were games that were already going to come to PlayStation anyway? Example, Doom. The game was already going to come to PlayStation. Avowed. I mean, not Avowed. Starfield. The game was already going to come to PlayStation. Y'all, what it seems like they don't understand is that, and hear me out. Microsoft, the only games they have is from studios that they took off the market. Studios that were already making multi-plat games. Microsoft bought them. Tried to make those games exclusives. Saw y'all wouldn't buy them and decided to put them on fucking PlayStation. And decided to put them on PlayStation. He's acting like Microsoft designed some fantastic games that were never before seen, and now they're coming to fucking PlayStation. These games were already gonna come to the PlayStation had Microsoft not spent $8 billion on fucking ZeniMax and another 70-something billion on fucking Activision. Now, when it comes to Halo, Gears, and Forza, now when it comes to Halo, Gears, and Forza, bro, y'all just gonna have to eat that. And again, you gotta understand, like every other third-party publisher on PlayStation gets a cut of that game without doing anything. They didn't have to spend any money for marketing. They didn't have to spend any money acquiring exclusivity. They didn't have to spend any money, and Microsoft is putting those games on PlayStation, and PlayStation is walking away with a 30% cut of whatever comes from those games that they're putting on PlayStation. How in the fuck is that a loss for PlayStation? Do you weirdos fucking know how you sound? You sound so fucking stupid that it's unbelievable at this point. And at this point, you're still losing fucking talking points about games being exclusive because none of them are fucking going to be exclusive anymore. However, you're still going to have to look on the other side of the aisle and be like, but why is that game exclusive? We want Helldivers. We want Helldivers. Like that's how the fuck y'all going to continue to look. Like it's crazy, man. Hey, man, that's y'all president, bro. Y'all president, he wanted to fire everybody in the fucking government and all the people that keep shit running. Well, this is what you get. Anyway,
enjoy. At some point, you're going to have to question yourself. Why am I doing this to myself?
Why am I doing what? Why am I getting your games and my games? Is that what you're talking about? Hey, this dude, this hard geek dude, this dude is not, he is really not bright. He is really not bright. You know what that's like saying? That's like saying when Ubisoft drops when Ubisoft drops Assassin's Creed, they're doing that to take away sales from PlayStation. Even though the games are on PlayStation, even though I got the choice to buy any game, I could buy the Ubisoft game, I can buy the Microsoft game, I could buy the EA game. This is y'all gotta understand why this shit is so funny, dog. It's so funny to me because he really thinks he has a point here. He really thinks he has a point here. And he really does.
Keep trying to gallop. Keep coming up with stupid ass excuses. But eventually you're gonna break down. This is a business where there are platforms that have exclusives. If you want to be in that business, then be in that business. You need to have your exclusives. I need to know that when you have first party freaking studios, they're making games for my platform. We're going to take that and not make it exclusive. Why? Yeah. What is the point? Keep paying, ponies. Keep.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This nigga is bugging the fuck out, bro. And I love it. He bugging the fuck out. But I am loving it. Anywho, man. Hey, let me get the fuck up out of here, man. I'm about to go and watch the What's Up PlayStation podcast. And y'all niggas go ahead and come through, man. Why y'all niggas be playing, bro? Why y'all niggas be playing, bro? Make sure y'all niggas come on over to the What's Up PlayStation podcast, nigga, with the What's Up PlayStation crew, man. And let them know we support them boys, man. It's free. It's free. All you got to do is click the link and enjoy. Either who, your boy is signing off. This has been a great stream. I appreciate all of y'all who have participated. I appreciate all the super chats. It was great. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day, and I will be back. I will be back, boys. I'm coming back tonight. Oh, yeah.